The Heroes of Greyhawk is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name is Dave, your humble dungeon master and host for Heroes of Greyhawk. And boy, are things getting heroic around here with our crew racing through the woods, chased by God knows how many pursuers. What will become of them? Will they make it out of the woods alive, or will they throw themselves off of the cliffs of Twilight Falls? We'll find out tonight, because here they are. My friends are here to get wild and crazy. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey.
Welcome back, my friends. It's been a long week. Welcome back. Great to see you. Everybody doing all right?
Great to see you too.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good. We are going to get into this game, but first of all, I want to make sure that we go around the table and introduce ourselves, tell folks who we are playing, and I'm going to pop up this amazing character art. Before we do that, let's just take a look at this character art. I just want to make a note. This character art is so good, and it was created by our friend Jose Ortiz, and I'm going to put Jose's link in the chat right now. Jose is an awesome artist, and with the help of our friends in chat cheering bits and subscribing and all that good stuff, we were able to commission our good friend to create this beautiful art. So thank you to all of you, and thank you to Jose. Hey, what's up, Barry? Welcome in. Yes, at last we have the heroism. Just you wait and see. Let's go ahead and start with introductions, and let's see. Let's start tonight with Andy G3D.
That's me. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D, here on Twitch and other places around the great wide internet. Tonight, I will be playing Desmond Adelar, still 3rd level rogue, running for his life through the woods outside Twilight Falls. They have dogs, right?
It's amazing what happens when you introduce dogs into an encounter. Things go sideways real quick.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what happens. Andy
I'm not looking forward to fighting the dogs, by the way. That's not gonna be fun.
Yeah. Be nice to the dogs. They're just doing their job. They were just, in the kennel, hanging out. And now they're chasing you guys. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Andy also moonlights as our Thursday night producer. So thank you, Andy, for doing that and being involved with the production for the Thursday night games. And speaking of Thursday night, the king of Thursdays, I don't know why, Bleak Season.
King of Thursdays, at least on the King of Hump Day, that would be a little bit more embarrassing. Hey, I'm Bleak Season. You can find me at the Bleak Season on Twitter for however long there's left there, and as just Bleak Season on Blue Sky. And right here on Thursdays, they were just saying, I am tonight playing, I don't remember my character's name, Lachlan Feldspar. I kept wanting to say Adelard, but
you can't all be
I'm
Adelard.
Andy now. Andy, we want to swap characters for a night?
He made it
Lachlan
up, so you
Feldspar.
could all be Adelars if you want.
We could all be Adelards. It's not even.
Oh, Xanthi's
real
gonna
names.
just take that on.
That's right.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, so Tempest Cleric, and hoping to find a way out of this tight spot.
We'll see what happens. I think you'll do okay, or at least one of you will do okay. And speaking of one of you, let's jump over to Shelly. Hi, Shell. Welcome back.
Hey, have you already decided who's gonna make it out?
No, I just know that 3 of you aren't.
Sounds
It's
targeted.
up to you to decide. Although Shelly is my favorite, so.
All right, I'm living through this. Hey guys, I'm Shelly. You can find me on what's left of Twitter, The Real Flea Monkey, and you can find me in the chats as Flea Monkey. Tonight I'm playing Nori P. Bibblespark Adelar. The P, I will tell you now, is for Philomena.
Not
Do you
Philip
think
and
that all
Reveals?
fits in the overlay?
No.
I was voting for Filbert.
Hmm.
That was close.
It's
Wow.
close-ish,
I
yeah.
was voting for pterodactyl.
That's cool too.
That would have been very unexpected, but beautiful nonetheless. Shelley?
Nori is a forest gnome warlock who, in the quiet moments before she goes to sleep at night, thinks about why she has her brother's sword and still looks forward to the day when she will see his face and ask him about it. But that's not tonight.
Oh. That's
because it's going to be crazy. We're not going to get a chance to be peaceful.
Well, I mean, when you say it like that, maybe we'll just do like a tea scene with Gromlin, where you guys sit down for tea and just kind of, nah, forget it. That's not going to happen.
We'll tie him up and then we'll just
there
talk
you go.
about our feelings
Oh my
while he
God.
just sits there.
Yeah, it's going to get weird. Speaking of weird,
Real weird.
hi, Ashley.
That's me. Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky and Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads. So come and friend me because like I don't have a lot of friends yet. These things are new.
What is Threads?
Oh, I'm playing for you, Xanthi.
I don't know what that is.
The golden girl, she is a changeling, celestial sorcerer, and she shoots fire, and has a lot of questions about back home, like, did they know she was a changeling? Are there any more changelings? Will people actually hunt her down and kill her if she tells them that she's a changeling? You know, like, real important questions.
Real world problems. Who am I? Those types of things. Thank you, Ash. Hey, I'm really excited to get into this game, but before we do that, I want to make sure that people are aware of a couple things. A, Virtual Greyhawk Con is coming up in October, and you can now register to be part of this weekend. It's $5. There's a ton of games that will be going on all weekend long. I'm going to be running one. I think some folks here on the screen are going to be involved. There's going to be a lot of other people involved from the Greyhawk community, and for me, getting involved with Virtual Greyhawk Con was like sort of the first step into this wonderful group of people who play games and support each other, and it's just been fantastic. So totally encourage you to do that. The registration for the actual games is in mid-August, so it's coming up pretty soon. So go ahead and get registered as part of the event, and then you'll be able to jump into some of those games as they become available. The link is in the chat. Please check it out. And then I wanted to also mention that we have a sponsor still. CZRPG, Christian and his crew have been so awesome, giving us loot to pass on to you. I'm going to put their drive-through RPG link in the chat. These guys are awesome. They've given us something very special to give to you. This is the Ultimate River Map Pack. All you have to do to get in on that drawing is !drawing. That's pretty simple. Andy's going to show you how to do it. You could be the winner. We're going to draw one lucky winner at the end of tonight's game. This is pretty awesome. These are 68 maps. And Bleak, for the record, I did put in a request that they do one more. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I did. I made
a missed
point.
opportunity is what it was. It was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, they
really is.
didn't know their
The
audience.
marketing would have written
Right.
itself.
Yeah, exactly. The Ultimate 69 River Map Pack. I mean, that's
That's a title that sells
That's-
itself.
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, get in on that action. It looks like Kevin Head is in there already. So Kevin, great luck. Great luck? That's better than good luck. I hope that you are the lucky winner, to be honest with you. I'm really pulling for you. All right. We have sponsors. We have Virtual Greyhawk Con. We've got a game this Thursday. Bleak, can you tell us a little bit about what's coming up this Thursday?
Yeah, we have the second part of our new Lord of the Rings arc, the Twilight Keep, and the players are just about to enter into the dungeon crypt lower parts of this devastated tower where supposedly there are dead dwarves and whatnot. So, always a good time to be had. Great players, and Andy at the controls, and we have a good time. So come on in at 7 CT, 8 EST on Thursdays, right here.
You guys have so much fun in those games, and the storylines are so incredible. It's just a wonderful thing to have on our Thursday night lineup. So thanks for Thanks for running that, Bleak. And Andy, thanks for producing it. And big shout out to all the players who kick some serious ass in their role playing. It's been really fun to watch. All right, I think that's it for announcements. Should we get into this? Let's get into a quick recap of the things that we got into last week, shall we? In our last session, the party had emerged from the ruins of Ilago Ethiel, the Elven Rooms. You'd traversed the fog-laden island to find your boat and return to Twilight Falls. And from a distance, you heard the clash of weapons, the cries of battle. You raced forward. Bodies lay strewn along the shoreline as the mist kind of parted and you came down into this little valley. There was a massive lizard folk abomination and a handful of warriors squaring off against a small group of humans, clearly losing to the reptilian foes. Without question, Nori races in to attack the monstrous lizard folk like a true hero of Greyhawk, while Desmond and Xanthi attack from a distance. Lachlan pauses to observe the scene, noticing that the lizard folk did not have the telltale glowing eyes that they'd had previously, suggesting to our cleric to pause before channeling his divine powers to sway the battle. Indeed, the lizard folk ignored the party altogether, for the most part, focusing their ravenous hunger on the unknown party of humans. Desmond recognized one of the dead bodies laying on the ground as someone that he had seen in Nulb, an agent of the Black Hand. As the battle raged on, the last remaining human broke away to escape in a boat, but Xanthi intercepted his retreat, Misty stepping her way onto the boat, and then realizing that the thug was none other than the infamous Shoeless Wonder, Brock the Bandit. This guy was pretty much someone that the party sent packing back in the moat house, who double-crossed them, even though they gave him, I think you gave him like 10 gold pieces to go like start a new life. But instead, he went and got his buddies. He slipped away, but apparently he didn't get very far. Brock didn't get very far this time either, because Xanthi basically offered him up to the lizard folk, who strangely made no attempt to even attack Xanthi, but rather tore poor old Brock the Bandit apart and dragged him into the mists. Next question. With the battle over, the lizard folks simply walked away, ignoring the party for some unknown reason and taking the human bodies with them for their next meal, as you do. You'd hate to waste all that good meat. You guys paddled back to town. You paid a visit to Gromlin. You made good on your end of the deal, procuring the head of a dead lizard folk warrior. You proceeded to inform Gromlin that you needed his help now, holding up his end of the bargain to help you find a missing person, a mark, your quarry of the lost druid Shiral. As you mentioned Shiral's name and filled Gromlin in on some of the details of your mission, Lachlan leaned in and alerted Gromlin in a spectacularly intimidating way that there would be no second chance should anything underhanded transpire. So you were watched by a group of thugs from across the road, and Gromlin began to stutter and sweat. You could tell that he was not very comfortable with what he was being faced with. He promised to look into the lost druid and requested a bit of time to do so. Surprisingly, you gave him the time. You retired to the logging camp, fully expecting to be ambushed in the night, but desperately seeking a rest. But that was not to happen, my friends, because you were right. There were shadowy figures in the dark. You pulled a few of the cabin's floorboards up. You slipped into the night, hoping to evade detection. Highly skilled at surveillance and subterfuge, you used various skills to detect shady figures skulking in the shadows, and you crept into the woods surrounding the logging camp. You came to a river that feeds Shimmer Lake, a wetlands of sorts, and unfortunately you made quite a ruckus splashing across the water. And that's when you heard the sound of dogs giving chase. The handler of the dog, in particular, a dog named Tina, emerged onto the shoreline, and Xanthi transformed herself into the likeness of Brock, or the best Brock she could possibly do, and pretty much convinced the guy that she was just another Black Hand thug needing to take a piss. And at that point, the party began to slip away, thinking that they were going to get away from this, but the handler realized really quickly that he'd been duped. And that, my friends, is where we ended the session. Now, y'all have been running through the woods. You've slipped away from the main group of I don't know, pursuers. You have found yourselves in the woods, but you also hear dogs barking. You hear people shouting. You can see glimmers of light in the forest, perhaps from torchlight. And you know that this is a dire moment when it's time to get the heck out of here before you get captured, or at least before you get detected. So what I want to do is, as we start out tonight, I want to dive right into the action, and I would like to do a skill challenge. So you guys are very familiar with how this works. We're going to go through, and you guys can choose a skill that you have, and it has to be a skill that you're proficient in, right? You will tell me how you're going to use this as you're being chased through the woods by these pursuers. And then we'll have you roll to see if you're successful. And each of you will do this, and we'll try to get more successes than we get failures. And depending on what the outcome of that is, that will inform the next encounter that happens as you're racing through the woods. So, my friends, as I'm looking for my notes on how we're going to do this, there they are. Let's get into some music. Okay. So, does anybody want to start? I won't direct it. If someone wants to start and tell me what you're thinking of doing, again, it has to be a skill you're proficient in.
I can go.
All right, let's hear it.
I will use my insight to try and get an idea of sort of where they're moving, where they're most likely to be heading, kind of, how the pack behind us is behaving, and to try and anticipate and sort of get out of their way and, look at the terrain and go, oh, they're more likely to go in this direction, so let's hide out over here or something like that.
Okay, and I think that sounds cool. And also because you're a dwarf, you have dark vision, so that gives you a little bit of a benefit to this. If you did not have dark vision, it would be a higher difficulty. But yes, I love it. So go ahead and give me an insight check, basically to kind of read their movement, is what I'm hearing, and also sort of the terrain on where you think they might go.
Yeah. So that's 21 total.
That is a success, my friend. As you read the terrain, you also see that there is a game trail that cuts through sort of the thicker parts of the undergrowth. So there's like these briar patches that are fairly significant and would tear at your clothes, but you, because of your roll, found a game trail that you can utilize. For your next roll, you will have a +1 next time you roll. All right, so that is one success. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
All right.
Nori would like to cast Minor Illusion and have it be a sound of a twig snapping and then herself screaming, and have it be back and away from where we're vectoring out.
Okay.
And I would like to use Deception.
Deception? Okay. So because you're going to use some magic, it's going to affect the DC. It'll be like a modifier to the difficulty. So go right ahead and roll.
20, 30.
That is a success. As you're running, you throw these illusions in the direction that you do. You can hear that someone is shouting, "Come on, Tina, you got something. Tina's got something," and they kind of peel off, and they're kind of going in the opposite direction. So you gain a little bit of time and gain a little bit of a distance, at least between yourself and whoever is with Tina, the dog. So that's 2 successes. Dez, you want to go next?
Sure. Dez will use his stealth abilities to kind of steer the group, kind of keep overgrown areas of the woods and stuff between them and the pursuers.
Okay. So let me throw this at you
find
real
a stealthy
quick.
path.
Yep, I understand. You could do that. It'll slow you down because just stealth in general, like kind of as a movement thing. No, you can totally use it. You can do that roll. It'll be a little bit harder because you're going to lose a little bit of distance between you and the pursuers, but that's okay. The other option, I don't know if you're proficient in survival, but that might be another way to do it without slowing yourself down. Okay.
I'm not.
All right, so let's go with stealth then. I like your idea. I just wanted to make sure that you understood that.
Natural 20.
Oh
For
my gosh.
for a total of 28.
Okay. All right. So as you're racing through the underbrush, nice. That's 3 successes. You find actually a cave, a small burrow that you could potentially try to hide in. You don't know that what's inside the cave. You don't know anything about it, but you see like a small earthen burrow. You can stop and examine it if you want to, or keep running.
He'll stop for a moment to take a look at it. See if he can identify if it's like an animal burrow or a good place to hide or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's
He'll
probably
slow
like
down for a minute.
It's probably like some sort of maybe like a dire skunk burrow or like a giant badger maybe or something of that nature.
He's just gonna keep running.
Okay. All right. So you keep running. So 3 successes. All right, Xanthi, what would you like to do?
Right. Xanthi is going to use survival to try to like navigate along the shoreline, to make sure that like we're not going into boggy areas or like there's no pits or things we can trip on, just kind of guide people through to a safer path.
Okay.
Okay. Oof. All right. 10.
Ooh, unfortunately, as you're scouring the shoreline and trying to make your way as nimbly as you can across some rocks, there's like this boggy area and you're like jumping from rock to rock, running. It's dark, so it's hard to see perhaps, but you slip on one of the rocks and your foot splashes in the water and you hear a number of people shout, "Near the shoreline! Near the shoreline!" And they start maybe getting closer to you. So I still need one more success. What about Spug Noir? What's Spug Noir gonna do?
I'd like to point out also that Lachlan, Xanthi, and Dave all received a advantage from Fantasy Animal Vegan.
Hey, thank you, Fantasy Animal Vegan. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
What's Buggy good at?
Just about everything.
Looking at the wrong channel.
Like the perfect NPC, really.
Average in every way.
Yeah. Not in his heart, though. He's got a big heart. Big heart. Okay.
Oh boy. Maybe he could do investigation.
That would probably take too long. What else does he have for what does he have for proficiencies?
History and Arcana.
Yeah, he's not well equipped for this.
Des will ask him to hand him a torch. And I'll help Spug.
Okay. All right. Do you want to use, why don't we use Lachlan's +1 for whatever Spug's going to roll? Does he have a skill that you want to use for that?
I don't know if Spug would. I was going to suggest an ability of mine, Dez's, to do it.
All right.
But if we want to do Spug's,
go ahead.
we could do that.
And why don't you use the +1 for this? What are you going to do, Des?
What if you use control flames and spark some flames somewhere off in the distance so that someone would...
Totally, and then we could have him roll Arcana.
Like
yeah,
okay,
and he can use that +1
Perfect.
as well. So give him that +1.
Should I roll it?
Yeah, do it. Come on,
Let's not forget that Heroes of Greyhawk is really Spug Noir's villain.
His backstory.
Origin story.
His villain backstory.
We have to betray him well enough. So
What's his Arcana plus?
He
We're
becomes
still
a
building
villain.
up his confidence
6.
in us. Only to knock
Okay,
him
so
down
that's
later.
16.
That's a success. Yeah, he sees the glow of torches and he fires a blast of the firebolt. Is that what he's using?
Control flames.
Control flames? Oh. So
Well,
what
they're
is he
both
doing with
cantrips, so
that?
he could
put-
light something with the cantrip and then
He could
make
put their
it
torch
bigger.
out too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Them out or spread the fire so that they kind of start panicking and can't, kind of lose sight or Or if they're
Nice.
running in the dark with the torches, you make the torches go really bright, they lose their night sight a little bit. You know, there's tons of stuff you can do.
Yeah, all that good stuff. We'll say whatever he decides to do. I like the brightening it up so that they're like, maybe the guy even has to drop the torch because it starts to burn so much, and that sets them back a little bit. And you guys have successfully navigated your way through this skill check, but unfortunately, as you get to a clearing, you look around. Everybody, all 5 of you are there, and you can see from the forest behind you, not far behind you, the glow of torches. Now, because of your amazing successes, you have a moment before there's an encounter here to plan something out. Okay? So you've got like 30 seconds to come up with a plan. I'm going to bring over a map here as you guys start thinking about what you want to do. Let me see if I can find it. Talk amongst yourselves while I struggle
Should
to find my map.
fight them?
We could set a trap.
We
While
say
Here
we're-
we go.
if
While
it's
you
a
guys are
clearing.
doing this, Xanthi is going to be using prestidigitation to make the little like heel indent if somebody's shoes like walking like away from where we are.
Mm.
Just boop 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 boop, like putting like a little trail going off as a small, what does they say? A small mark on an object or surface for 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily find a rock to do that. Let's go
Oh,
ahead and...
not a rock.
Oh,
It would
sorry.
be like a footprint, like a mud imprint. So it would, in the dark, it'll look
I
like
misunderstood you.
it's deeper, you know. But if
Got
it were
you.
well lit, it probably would just look like a paint or something. You know?
Okay. So it kind of like trying to lead them in a different direction kind of idea?
Correct. I'm trying
it.
to make some false partial footprints.
All right, I
If
love it.
Nori sees her do that, Nori would like to throw down silent image, which is just like which would be like a torch light bobbing just as far off as she can do, which is 60 feet taking the same direction as Xanthi's footprints.
Okay, that sounds good. Everybody roll initiative, please.
That was almost an 18.
All right, 25 to 20. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. 15 to 20?
19.
19 for Lachlan. 10 to 15.
Oh no.
I know how this game is going.
5 to 10.
No!
Yeah, Des got a 6.
Okay, did we get a spug roll?
Oh. Sure, I'll roll for Spug.
So Dad's got a
9.
6.
I don't know if he has a bonus.
Nope. 9 for Spug. 6 for Dez. Who's next? 0.
I got a 4.
Oh. All right, so 4. I can't remember who has the higher
yeah.
dex, but I think it's Nori, but I don't know that for a fact.
We both have a +2.
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah,
the
you guys
same.
can
Oh,
decide.
do we do the paper shears parchment?
Ooh.
Why don't we do rollies? Let's roll a
Rollies.
d20.
9.
16.
All right.
High 4.
Hello, 4.
Oh.
A tie on
Yikes.
4? What are you guys doing? What's with all these 4s?
We're in the cool club. Cool
I
club
guess so.
people roll 4s.
You know, we were laying down this subterfuge and
Yeah.
Yeah,
it took up a little bit of time.
it was getting real. All right,
It's
so what I'm going
intricate.
to do is, because you guys had all the successes, I'm going to give you a round, surprise round. Surprise attacks. So let's start with Lachlan at the top of the order. Before that, you can see the glow of the torchlight coming in your direction, pretty dang close from the south. It looks like there's two torch bearers moving in your direction.
Right. I am going to slip off over here want to move there and kind of hide behind that tree or whatever it is.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't reach him, so. Yeah. So I'm gonna slip out over there and kind of hold my action, and if one of them comes within reach, I will whack them all.
Okay. Within melee range? All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. Spug Noir? Who wants to run Spuggy?
I think Spug will see Lachlan hiding, and he'll kind of follow his lead. And he will duck behind this tree to get a little cover. And when he sees a guy pop out, he's going to ready a firebolt.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have cantrips. I keep forgetting I have cantrips.
You got cantrips. Do you want to reconsider your held action, Lachlan?
Yeah, I would like to say that I'll prepare my Sacred Flame cantrip and use that once
Okay. Desmond.
to get into range or closer.
Okay, Dez is going to turn around. Does he have a clear? He can see this guy lit up by his
By the torch, yeah.
or lantern or whatever.
Mhm.
Would he have a clear shot at this guy right now?
He does benefit from some cover behind, it looks like a tree, a shrub right here. So he's got some benefit of cover right now.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to see you guys yet.
Okay, Dez will bonus action hide behind this bush right here. And when that guy comes out and he has a clear shot, he's gonna take a shot at that guy.
Okay. Held action, shot.
Yep.
All right. Nori?
Well, Nori sees everyone hunkering down, so she will also hide and hold an Eldritch Blast for the torch guy making an aggressive move towards any of her people.
Okay. Held action. Is that a melee attack? Sorry. I was fucking around with the...
Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch. Oh, Eldritch. Got it. Okay. And Xanthi.
Xanthi is going to hustle down over here and try to take cover by this big tree
Okay.
and hide.
Okay. You're going to use your action to hide. Give me a stealth check.
Oh, should I roll one as well, Dave?
Yeah, you're using a bonus action to hide. Give me a stealth check, Des.
I'm gonna roll with advantage.
That sounds good.
Not good. 11.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Okay, so that was your turn as a surprise round. So now we come to the top of the order, and it is their turn, and you can hear them shouting to each other, I think I see something over here. Yeah, they went this way. There's some tracks here. And it's right around the area, Xanthi, where you had used your magic to create some tracks, and one of them stops to examine the tracks. And then they continue to move forward. So Desmond, at this point, he's moved 15 feet here. You could take a shot at this guy if you want to.
Okay.
Anybody who held their action for seeing them could take a shot. If you're holding your action for a different reason, then hold off. But it's I have yours. So Lachlan, you had a Sacred Flame. This guy is visible. Okay.
He gets no for Sacred Flame anyways. He gets no cover. Cover doesn't count.
Right.
Dave, am I considered hidden right now?
You don't know.
Well, it'll affect whether or not I get sneak attack.
You do not get sneak attack.
Gotcha.
But for me, Dave, you need to roll a dex check.
You got
Dex
it.
save.
I rolled a natural 1. I'm pretty sure that is not a success.
That is not a
Just
success.
rolled another natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Somebody's rolling good. One of us.
Pow.
Somebody
All
has
right.
to.
6 points of
Hey.
radiant damage.
6 points. Okay.
That's 12.
All right. Spug Noir takes his firebolt shot at the same guy, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Dave, that's 19 piercing
Oof.
from Dez.
Okay.
Too bad he
Let's
didn't have
give me
sneak.
1 second. Let's get Spug first. I'm just going down the list of initiative here.
Oh,
Who's-
should
am
I
I
roll for
rolling?
Spug?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Oh, natural 1 for Spug.
Okay, so he misses. Dez, you hit,
rolled a 20
and you
and a
did
1.
19.
Yeah, 19.
Wow. Yeah, he takes the bolt. He gets blasted by fire. A firebolt goes wide. Oh shit, they're over here! And then you hit him with the bolt. Oh, God, ah! And he just starts gurgling. He stumbles. The torch drops to the ground, but still burns. He is still standing. Nori, you were holding an Eldritch.
I was.
All
I
right.
think I'm still holding it.
You're gonna. Oh, you are still holding it. Okay, gotcha.
This person is down, right?
No.
No, he's
no,
still
no.
standing up.
He's
said.
still
Oh,
standing. He
no.
dropped the torch
I
though.
thought he was gurgling. Okay.
He-
Can I
he's-
fire at him then?
He's not in good shape. Yeah, you can. That was your held action, I think, with an Eldritch Blast.
Help it's again. 7.
7 to hit.
Yeah.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Goes right past him. He as he kind of like turns to recoil from the bolt from Desmond's crossbow, he himself swings up this crossbow bolt, and he can see you, Desmond. You do have some cover though, so you're gonna benefit from partial cover here. You get a +2 to your AC on this one. I'm gonna use my advantage. This guy's in bad shape. Thank you, Fantasy Animal Vegan, for this. That is not going to hit you, probably. That's a 12. He totally misses. As he
misses.
swings the crossbow and fires it, and then lets it drop to his side. He shouts out, "They're here! They're here! They got me!" And that is when you see 2 more of them kind of come out of the side here, and they are going to move forward. They see Lachlan and Spug. They don't see Xanthe yet, and they are going to swarm around you guys. The guest guy's going to pick up the torch, and he's going to kind of back off a little bit and maybe bandage himself. He only had 15 feet of movement left. And okay, so these 2 guys are going to attack you, Lachlan. First one is going to hit you with a mace, maybe. Nope, I rolled a 3. Second guy's going to swing a mace. I don't think that's going to hit. That's a 15. They come in swinging. You
Just
duck
misses.
out of the way as they come in after you. And then there is this fellow up here who is going to move. He's going to dash forward. So they are swarming in on your position. Luckily, because of Nori's excellent rolls and the illusions, you don't hear any dogs barking in the nearby vicinity. Those are a couple of additional problems you were going to have to deal with had you failed more, but you guys were too successful. Lachlan, it's your turn.
I will turn around and unleash all hell on the one that's like behind me next to Spug kind of thing.
Okay.
I'll say, Spug, move back.
Oh, shit.
That's a 17.
That will hit.
Nice. For 9 points plus, hold on a second, 9 plus 4, so 13 points.
Okay. He takes a hit from you, and you're swinging your hammer?
No,
Or
my
the sword. The sword, okay. So that gives off some light too, so you can kind of see even better. You don't recognize these guys, but they look like your typical Black Hand thugs. As you cut into them, you just see this gout of blood splash on the forest floor as he starts to slump a little bit, but you can see him kind of holding on to his mace, getting ready to swing again. Anything else, Lachlan?
No, that's it.
All right, Spug Noir. What do we want to have Spug do here?
Wow. Spug is in melee. What's he doing there?
It's really where he shines.
Yeah. Let me take a quick check here. Do we? Oh, I don't know if he has any spell slots left.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
He doesn't,
Okay.
but he has firebolt.
Yeah, but he's in melee right now.
I mean, he could try to manipulate flame, right?
Yeah, he used it before to some success. He could do it again.
Yeah,
He's got
what's
control
the range
flame.
on control flames?
You could either put
Looking it
out
up.
their torches or
Hmm.
flare them.
Absolutely. That is a smart move.
60 feet.
Yeah, he's 60 feet from the guy. Both of them, it looks like.
Okay. He's gonna look back behind them and see another torch coming, and he's gonna put out that guy's, the one behind them. This guy.
Okay.
He's gonna douse their flame.
Awesome. That is such a cool thing to do.
Yeah, just double check. Yes, no. Plus lots.
Does,
Cantrip. Let me just read it real quick.
I don't think there's any sort of
can prove
save or anything. It's just
Yeah,
like,
instantly extinguish flames within a 5-foot cube.
yep, that works for this guy. So the light goes out from his torch. What the hell? They've got a mage. Yeah, dude, we knew that from before.
Okay.
All right, so that's
yeah.
Spug's turn. I don't think he's gonna move. I think he's probably wants to stay right there. Although would he might run.
I mean,
I think Spug might run. I'm gonna roll a percentile.
okay.
I'm gonna see if Spug runs. He's not like a hardcore combatant. This is scary for him. There's a dude right there. We'll say there's a 20% chance that he runs.
Isn't he drunk on success?
He loves this, but he doesn't want to die.
From a distance.
He does not run. He stays put.
Yeah.
Based on the percentile dice. So that was Spug's turn. Desmond, what are you gonna do?
Des, seeing this guy slip away, he knows that nobody can escape. So he's going to go after this guy. And take another shot at him with his crossbow.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. 24 to hit.
Yeah, big time. Big hit.
So that's just 6 piercing.
6 piercing. Yeah, that's enough to drop this guy to the ground. It looks to be that he's dead. Your bolt goes into his chest and he just kind of falls to his knees and just kind of like staring forward. The torch is like almost like laying in his hand, just burning on the ground. He looks like he's motionless, but it's a little hard to tell what's going on with this guy, but he doesn't look so good. I'm gonna do this. Put a little blood on him. That's what he looks like right now.
Okay, so that was I'm going to bonus action dash back the other way.
Okay. Nori, you're up with Xanthi on deck.
I move the map. I can't move Des anymore.
I can help you with that. I think I can help you with that. There we go. Oh, maybe not.
Is it because I'm in that lit area? I
It
don't
might
know.
be. I've been sort of messing around with. There you go.
Okay.
Messing around with attachments. Okay,
Probably
so you dash
underneath the
back.
light.
Yeah, I think I
Yes.
can make it to about there with the dash.
Yeah, I should probably make the light more of a like a mount or something. Anyways, Nori, you're up.
Nori is aware of a light going out back behind her, I believe.
Yes, absolutely.
Will then move in that direction and use my dark vision to see if I can see at 60 feet, if I can see the combatant.
Roll a perception check for me.
I'm gonna roll it on the book.
Do it.
Ooh, success, I'm sure. 19.
Yeah, you see two guys running in your direction.
All right. Eldritch Blast, and I will blast the one that's further away right now.
Okay.
$14?
14 hits.
Right. Nine damage.
9 damage to thug number 2. Okay.
Plug number 2.
This was probably a good point to also remind our folks that are in the chat, if you want to get involved with the game and have a little bit of influence, you can donate bits to purchase advantages for the party or the DM. All right, Nori, anything else? You stepped forward, you observed these two thugs coming your way, and you blasted one with an Eldritch Blast. Do you have any movement left or a bonus action that you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm gonna just stand my ground right here and brace for
Okay.
impact.
Bracing for impact. I love it.
Yep.
All right, Xanthi.
Xanthi is going to emerge from the underbrush, and she is going to warm up her hands and fire bolts. This one that is next to Spug.
All right, I will say you can have advantage on the shot since you were concealed.
Oh yeah. Okay. First one is 25,
Hits.
and that's the higher one, so we'll stay with that. 4, 6 fire damage.
Okay. Ah! He calls out and then he kind of like turns and looks over his shoulder. Not you. All right, do you want to move or do you have a bonus action, Xanthi?
Oh man, where do I want to? You know what? I kind of like where I am. I'm not touching anybody. I've got my own tree. It's like I'm a real adult. All right.
Adulting. All right, cool. So that's back up to the top of the order, and it's the thugs. The guy that you just blasted in the back turns to his companion. I'll get the girl. You take care of the dwarf. And he's going to step away if anybody wants to take an attack of opportunity. Lachlan, I'm looking at you, buddy.
I will. Get back here.
Get over here.
Get over here. 16.
Hits. Ah, damn it.
Nice. Yeah, that's right. Suck it up.
Bug could try to punch him too.
14 points.
Unarmed attack. 14 points of damage?
14 points
Holy cow.
of the damage.
Well,
Yeah,
Right in the
as
tight spot.
he turns, he's like, I'll get the girl. And he's got like this nasty kind of creepy grin. And as he takes one step, Lachlan just says, no, you won't.
whack.
Nails him and puts him down, Lachlan.
Nice.
So he drops to the ground. His friend is like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And he's going to disengage. He's going to run this way, and then he's going to see Desmond. He's like, oh, fuck. And he's going to take a swing at Desmond. Ooh, that's cocked. Ooh, that's cocked too. Come on, this die is too big. Oh, that's a natural 20, Desmond.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I rolled with the smaller die. So he's gonna hit you with his mace as he's trying to get away. He wasn't even looking for a fight, man. Let's see. So that's gonna
There you
be.
were.
Okay, got one.
Yeah,
Like hero soup.
that's right. So that will be a total of 12 bludgeoning damage as he smacks you with his
Yep.
his mace, and then he's gonna keep running. So he did 1, 5, 10, 15,
Oh
20,
man, you just dined and dashed.
25.
Do I get a?
If you have a reaction left this round, you certainly can.
Yes, I do.
All right, yeah, you can take
So-
an attack of opportunity as he runs past you, clobbers you with his mace, and then keeps running.
I'm going to wait for him to get 5 feet away and then take a shot with my crossbow. Can I do
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. He's running away. You turn and level your crossbow.
Very good. 19 to hit.
Yeah. He's doing that slow motion, like cartwheel windmill thing.
Oh my god, I gotta get rid of this D8.
Yeah.
5 piercing.
Okay. 5 piercing. He takes it like a champ and keeps running. He gets that far. These other guys are coming at you, Nori. 5. 10, 15. Boom. 2 of them coming at you. Thug number 1 here. Well, let's move the map so people can see what's going on up here. All right, thug number 1.
Oh, does Bug get to go?
Not his turn yet.
Okay, sorry.
That is going to be a 15 to hit, Nori. I don't know if that hits you.
Nope.
Okay, and the second one. Oh, you know what? I fucked up. He missed on that one. Second guy, I forgot they have multi-attack. It doesn't matter. They miss with 4 shots as you four swings of maces as you dodge out of the way.
They're just windmilling their arms at you.
Yeah, totally. All right, so that was their turn. Lachlan with Spugnor on deck.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I will waddle up to there, and then I will Sacred Flame that first dude in front of Nori there, Thug 1, I guess it is.
Okay.
So go ahead and dex check, please.
That's a failure on the dex save.
All right. He will suck on 5 points of radiant damage.
He sucks it right in and it destroys his lungs. Don't smoke, kids. As he explodes and falls to the ground in a fiery heap.
Exploded.
Yeah.
Wow, I guess I know Fireball now.
You don't know. It seemed pretty
That feels
powerful.
when you go to cast, a cantrip and you cast Fireball.
This guy's charred. Crispy critter. Anything else from you?
Multi-class. No, I'll be like, come in, Nori.
Spug Noir's turn.
Spug.
Whoops.
Oh, geez, he can't.
You could fireball that guy you shot with the crossbow.
Yeah, he's gonna jump around these bushes and run up next to Dez and shoot a fireball at this guy running away.
Okay. Hell yeah, he is. Firebolt.
What's his plus? So it'd be his
I think it's plus.
int and his proficiency.
Yep.
That's 16 to hit.
16 hits. Big time.
For 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage. Okay. Okay. Desmond with Nori on deck.
Dez, I'm going to use my steady aim ability. With my bonus action, I can give myself advantage as long as I haven't moved yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to take another crossbow shot at this guy.
All right. The one that clubbed you?
Yeah.
Seems only reasonable.
I believe that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Dirty. Nice. Come on. No. 13 piercing.
13 piercing damage. Okay. He's still up, still running, but he takes another shot in the back, and he kind of like stumbles. Yep.
Oh, I was really hoping to drop that guy. Okay, that's it. Des used his bonus action in
All
his
right.
action.
Nori, you watch as the thug on your left like just gets totally obliterated with fire that comes over your shoulder. Lachlan's running up, calls out to you. You've got another thug in front of you. What do you want to do?
Nori's going to her eyes are gonna flash completely black for a minute, and she's gonna do bonus action Hexblade's Curse on the one dude that's just right in front of her there.
Okay.
And then she will summon the sword and then swing at him on the book.
All right. Let's do it.
Oh, it almost came off. 14?
Hits.
That hit last time. 9 damage.
Okay. He takes it as you slice at him. He calls out, "Hey, thanks for the follow. You've got Caleb." That's a pretty awesome handle. Anything else, Nori?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right. Xanthi.
All right, Xanthi, hearing everybody move further and further away from her, is going to move.
Xanthi the Untouched.
Where's everybody going?
20, 25, 30.
You just step
Oh,
over
hey,
that dead
Slug.
guy. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I think I'm doing fine. Oh, hi, Desmond. And then she looks around and then she goes, Firebolt! Like right between the two of them at the remaining thug number 4.
All right.
That's only 11.
11 to hit. That hits.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
Sweet.
that just hits.
Only 2 fire damage.
Oh man, this guy is somehow staying mobile. He's taken 2 bolts to the back, fire damage.
2 fire bolts, 2 bolts.
Yeah, exactly. This guy's tough. He's running. Anything else from Xanthi? You have bonus action or anything you want to throw at him?
No, that's all I got.
All right, so it comes down to their turn. Let me just do a little bit of a morale check for these guys. We'll look at number 2 first. He's going to take a swing at Nori with his mace, and that's going to miss because that is a 9. And then he is going to turn around, realizing that he done messed up, and he's going to run. You want to take an attack of opportunity, Nori?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Dirty 20
Oh yeah, that hits.
for,
And don't forget to roll your hex damage.
yep. That's just a +2, so. That is 14.
Okay,
Nice.
that's 14 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, he takes another step and he
13,
falls to the ground.
13. Sorry.
13 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
So he continues to run.
No, really?
Yeah, he's 1 hit point left. I thought you killed him.
Get that guy.
He continues to run 5, 10, 15, 30. He gets right there. He can't dash or anything. The other guy is going to run. Oops. Let's just get that out of the way. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to take cover right here. And let's get this back. He's going to take cover, and yeah, that's what he's going to do. Lachlan?
I am going.
I'm going to say this fire burns out because I'm getting annoyed with this.
So there's 2 guys running away.
There are.
All right, well, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to. Same thing. So dexterity check, please. I'm going to.
Ooh, natural
Interesting.
20.
Misses him. Damn it.
He's running, and he just kind of does one of these.
Oh man. Cocky.
This guy has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, well,
I bet his god listens to him.
yeah.
Ooh, ouch. Ouch. All right. Anything else from our good dwarf?
Nope. Damn
Okay.
it! Curse these short legs.
Spug Noir.
What should Spug do?
Here, let me roll to see. I got an idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there's a 50% chance that he goes after this thug that's running. Hi. 85. He's going to go after him. I got this. I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry. Fuck.
Had so many kill shots.
I see you. And as he says that, the guy was holding an action, turns and fires a crossbow right at Spug Noir.
Oh no, Spuggy.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah. But I don't know if this
Bisque.
hits. I don't think this hits. It's a 12. I don't remember what
That's
his.
fire joke.
It
Does
doesn't.
Does he have mage armor still?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
it's 13 with mage.
All right. So it misses him. And then he's going to fire off a firebolt. Somebody go ahead and roll for it. Shelly, why don't you roll for it this time?
Sure. I don't know what pluses he gets, but I rolled
He
an
gets
8.
a +5, so a
Plus
total
5.
of 13, which hits. Give me some damage, please. Firebolt is what, 2d8?
1d10.
1d10, thank you.
Yeah, we have to level up and then it'll scale up.
It'll
Ask me
bump.
again.
Real nice.
That's 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay.
I even rolled on the book.
Guy has been peppered so many
He
times.
has been peppered, and luckily for Spug Noir and the rest of you, that's all it takes. As this guy goes down. Oh, I got him!
Gonna be
Another kill
insufferable.
shot.
He's breathing in his head.
Start giving him a tally.
All right,
We really
so let me ask you this question. There's one guy left. Do you want to A, let him go,
No.
B, hunt him down and kill him, or
Yes.
C, capture him?
Oh,
Ooh.
Maybe we should capture him.
yeah.
Try to at least.
You know what a pain in the ass it's going to be, because once we capture him, we're going to have to keep him tied up, muted. 2, at some point, we're going to have to kill him, and it's going to be in cold blood, and I'm not going to go for that.
Okay, let's go.
I love the idea.
Let's kill him
of,
in cold
this
blood
whole
now.
Combat happened, and then you guys have this like small like board meeting. All right, look, what are we gonna do with this guy?
Glad we all got together today.
Get out the
Well,
whiteboard.
whose
and, like,
turn is it?
well, it would be that was Xanthi's turn. No, that was Spug. So it's Desmond. It's your turn.
Well, Des can
I better bring the music back
Move.
up then, since you guys are still fighting. I thought the combat
bonus
was over
action
there,
dash.
but no, it's not.
He'll run up next to Lachlan and fire a crossbow bolt at this guy.
All right. He's like crashing through the underbrush, like tripping over shrubbery and rocks and just like trying to put distance and things between the two of you, but he's open shot for you.
I believe that's 17 to hit.
That will hit. And no need to roll damage. He only had 1 hit
Right.
point left. So now
Okay.
I can actually, I can turn the music down now.
Oh yeah,
Because you have...
that was 13.
You have eliminated the threat, my friends.
Nice.
At this point, you stop for a minute and listen. You can hear in the distance dogs barking, hound dogs, a hound dog calling, the whole works. As you believe that for the moment you're safe.
Believe.
You believe for the moment you're safe. At this point, you continue heading west, trying to put distance between yourselves and these pursuers. Whether or not they pick up your trail, you're not sure if they will or not. But you do take off running as quickly as you can into the forest. Everybody give me a survival check as you are trying to now navigate through the forest. You are, if I remember correctly, making your way towards where you believe the dam to be. Go ahead, Shell.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Nori just wants to make a point of running in a separate way than everyone else, but in the same direction, just for extra tracks, just possibly slow them down as they're
Okay.
tracking us.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. So Desmond.
it was almost a natural 20, but 4.
Okay. Xanthi.
Dirty 20. I'd like to try to grab one of the pouches off one of these thugs.
As
I'm
you
running
as
into
you
the
race
forest.
by, sure, you can totally do that. Lachlan, survival
15.
check. 15 success. And Nori.
22.
Yeah, you guys are awesome at survival for sure. Yeah, Xanthi, you grab a coin purse off one of the cutthroats and you continue running. It feels fairly heavy, but you know, it's hard to tell. You just kind of pocket it for the lack of a better word as you run into the forest. And as you continue into the forest, you feel like you're putting more and more distance. You are able to slow down. You're not pushing yourself as hard. You guys are probably pretty tired at this point, having paddled back from Volagi Thiel. Here, I'll put up the map here. Having been out on the island and having gone through that whole combat, having gone through everything that transpired in the ruins itself, you now have come out. You've been chased. You didn't get a rest at all, so you're pushing exhaustion levels if you don't somehow find yourself a place to rest. Everybody give me a perception check. You get the sense that you are making a good distance into the woods and heading in a generally right direction. You recall from when you arrived at Twilight Falls on the river that there is a massive cliff face that you're pretty sure you'll run into at some point to help guide you towards where the dam is at the western end of Shimmer Lake. What are some
9.
A 9, okay.
It's got 14.
Okay.
I also got 14.
Got 10.
Okay. Desmond, as you and your companions are threading your way through the forest, hold on a sec. As you guys are threading your way through the forest, you can hear sort of the faint rustle of dried oak leaves beneath your feet. Again, this is, if you remember, this is kind of like fall. And you're worried that it perhaps might give away your position, but you feel confident that you've put enough distance between yourself and your pursuers. You glance to the left and the right, and the light is dim, so it's a little bit hard for you. You don't have dark vision, and you see nothing but gnarled trunks of ancient trees, swaying ferns. You can see the glimmer of Luna, the moon, one of the moons filtering through the canopy. For all intents and purposes, it's actually a really nice night if it weren't for the fact that you were being pursued by cutthroats and scoundrels. The voices of the dogs and the barking just kind of fades a little bit behind you. And you look back over your shoulder. Something feels strange. Nothing there, just woods, forest, gnarled oaks. You continue forward, and for some strange reason, you look back over your shoulder again, and you see the moon's light casting a faint glow and a shadow of some dilapidated iron gate. And it's weird. You listen, you can't hear the dogs or shouting. In fact, you don't hear anything. It's an unsettling silence. The rest of you don't notice this. Desmond just kind of stops to look back at this iron gate.
Can you check to see if it leads anywhere?
Yeah, do you want to stop your friends who are continuing forward?
Yeah, I'm just going to say, wait, there's something there. There's something here.
You all turn and you can see Desmond is kind of standing there looking, and there's this old iron gate, and it's covered in ivy and thorn bush, but there's something beyond the gate. But you also get sort of like a chill that runs down your spine as you gaze upon this place.
It looks spooky. I don't know what it is.
Is that iron?
As you say that,
where do
Xanthi,
fly?
you see some of the, as you step forward, you can see as the trees kind of open up and you look, there's this tower, a stone tower. Sorry, Bleak, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I just wanted to confirm that we were where the flag is.
Yeah.
Is this locked? Check it out.
Des will risk a little light with his lantern now.
Okay. So you
and kind of shine it
strike
on
your
the
flint
gate.
and steel and fire it up your lantern, or maybe use magics. You guys have magics to do that kind of thing.
Xanthi or
Yeah.
someone to light it for me.
Yeah, you can see the gate. It's an iron kind of Gothic gate, high, about 10 feet. It goes above. It looks to be fairly secure in terms of its protection of this keep. It goes around this keep, and it's a large enough courtyard beyond where you can't really see where the edges of the fence is. But you look at the locking mechanism on this gate, and it's completely rusted.
Do you think you can break that?
I might be able to pick it.
Do you think we should?
If we want to go in there, do you think we could hide in there?
Well, my feeling is we know they're super superstitious. Remember the island, how they just kind of feared it and wouldn't go there? They might be superstitious about this place, so it might be a decent place to...
They had a good reason not to go there. Right?
You don't know yet. They might have a good reason not to go here.
Right? Well, I'm saying, like, the island was obviously super haunted, and this feels weird.
Does it look like it's part of the Elven ruins? Is it like in the same
No,
style?
different style, different architecture. This is more sort of like your classic stone block tower.
Well, if nothing else, it'll give us a place that's easy to defend. We can't run forever. We're going to hit the cliff, so I'm going to climb the fence.
I could try picking it.
I'm climbing.
All right, give me an athletics check.
That's 18 plus 6, 24.
Yeah, you guys watch as Lachlan in... What kind of armor do you wear?
Chainmail.
Chainmail climbs his ass up, his cute little dwarven ass, over the gate and drops down on the other side. Now, you can see as you do this, Lachlan, you look around and you can see a courtyard. And within this courtyard, you see neatly arranged rows of gravestones. A dozen or more.
I'll approach one and try to read what it says.
Okay. As you do that, what are the rest of you doing?
I'll draw my sword just to have some light from the moonblade.
Okay.
Des is gonna try to pick the lock.
It's completely rusted.
Oh.
Yeah,
seized up.
you wouldn't be able. Yeah, it's totally seized up.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna try to climb too.
Hey, Nori, do you hear any ghosts?
No. Not yet.
Des, give me an athletics check.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Uh, 14.
Yeah, it's, you're able to pull yourself up and over this fence. You do notice as you kind of push yourself over the top that it's extremely sharp, pointed iron spikes on the top of the gate, perhaps to keep things out or things in. Unclear.
As he goes over the top, Des will drop his rope so other people can climb the rope up, and he'll hold on to it on the other side.
Okay.
Xanthi will grab the rope and try to make it up the side of this iron thing.
Yeah, I would say with the rope and everything and kind of watching how Desmond went up, we won't make you roll to climb over you. And Nori, are you going to go in as well?
I wait for Spug to go. I'm the last one.
Okay. So yeah, one by one, you all find yourself in the courtyard. Lachlan, as you walk forward to examine, you can see that many of these gravestones have nothing written on them. They're just blank. But one that you do step forward to, it says, it has a name on it, Isabel Corrigan. And then there's a little phrase etched into the stone tablet that represents her headstone. Her light guided us all. May she rest in eternal peace.
Is there? I guess the date wouldn't really tell me anything.
Is it
Yeah, you don't
is it in
recognize the
common?
name, certainly.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
the
it's
name?
written in
Can
com-
you
it's written in common.
Repeat, Dave, what the thing said? Elizabeth Corrigan?
Isabel Corrigan. Her light guided us all. May she rest in eternal peace.
Are there any markings religious of any sort?
Nothing that you can decipher. You look around. Give me a perception check.
16?
No religious artifacts of any kind. You see an old broken, maybe like wheelbarrow or cart, some sort of wooden tool used to carry things around or to push dirt or whatever. There's an old rusty shovel and a pickaxe leaning up against the wall nearby, but that's about it.
And this looks so I have, because of my dwarfism, dwarf ability is to whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history scale. I just want to kind of get an idea how old these gravestones are.
Sure, yeah. Give me a history check with what is it? Advantage?
No, it's not advantage. It's just I'm considered to be proficient.
Oh,
and I had
okay.
double my proficiency bonus.
Oh, very cool. All right.
So it'll be at a +6 total. Oh, 18 + 6, 24.
These look extremely old. You can tell by the faded. It's not that there's nothing written on the other headstones. It's just that it's faded away, wind and weather. And for some reason, this particular gravestone still has the inscription fairly legible, indicating to you that there must be something special about this. And you look about, and as the rest of you kind of come in, you can see that there are a couple more similar gravestones in this area. But yeah, as Lachlan is examining this one, what is Nori doing?
Nori's gonna come up to the one that Lachlan was looking at. She's gonna put her hands down on the dirt. And in common, she's just gonna say, Isabel, we just need a place to stay. We don't mean any trouble here. Rest in peace and be quiet.
Quiet.
Be still. That might be better.
It's the Gnomish translation. Yeah.
Be quiet.
Be quiet, you.
Shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Did you touch this? Did you touch the headstone when you said that?
I thought you said the ground.
I'm touching the ground, but I'm sure she would have touched the stone on her way down.
Okay. As you touch the stone and say this, you see this vision almost as if you're inside some room and you're terrified, you're crying, you are running, you're out of breath, you're looking over your shoulder, there's something behind you in the darkness, and then it just kind of flashes back and you're back standing there with your hand on the gravestone.
Could I tell where that went down?
Nope. Just that whoever that was or whatever, if it was you, it was terrifying. You were absolutely terrified for your life.
I will share that with everyone. I don't think that was me. But I don't know. She was terrified. Or I was.
Something in here?
I couldn't tell. She was looking behind her in my vision.
Does a look around the tower? Is there any way, or the building? Is there like a door? Can you just like inspect the entrance to this place?
Yeah, there is a massive door to the north of the courtyard. There's an old gnarled tree in the courtyard. But yeah, you can walk up to the door if you'd like and check it out. It's up to you.
Well, sure. Let's go check it out. Do any of the graves look disturbed, by the way? Like haven't been dug up or anything like that, or anything looks...
Actually, yes. By not the one that you're standing at, but as you look about, you can see that there is one that looks as though there's a pile of dirt next to it, and there's a depression in the ground. It looks like maybe wind and water erosion over time has sort of filled it back in, but it looks like perhaps there was, something happened at this particular gravesite. And if you look at the tombstone, you can see an inscription on it that says Lucius Corrigan. And then it says, "Here lies Lucius Corrigan, beloved husband and father of 4 precious daughters. May his mind and his spirit finally find rest."
I'm going to go. I want to check that hole a little quick. Do I get the feeling that it caved in because there's no more coffin in it or something like that? Like, is that the...
Yeah, I would say that would be a very likely interpretation of what you see, is that it either caved in or at one point it had been excavated or something. If you could spend some time to investigate it more, to learn more, or you can go check it. You see Desmond sort of walking towards what appears to be the main gate, which is up Desmond right here, like to the structure. This is a massive tower. You can't even see like where the top of it goes. Xanthi, what are you doing while this is happening?
She wants to, you know what? She's just gonna... Oh man, how about just an investigation around to try to see, like, was this a home? Was this another wizard's tower? Like, what, is this a church? A chapel? Like, where are we?
Yeah, you could do some investigation. Sure, yeah, give me an investigation check. That sounds great.
17.
As you investigate the grounds while this is happening, you can see that there are a couple of other tombstones that appear to have some inscriptions on them. You see that this is what appears to be a family plots. You don't get a sense that this is a church. There's no like I mentioned when Lachlan was looking around, there's no religious iconography or anything of that nature. So you kind of get a sense that maybe this is some sort of once well-to-do family that had this tower that's now fallen into disrepair over, centuries perhaps of neglect, and it's been forgotten perhaps.
So it's like a family home of some kind?
That's kind of the vibe you get, but it's also a big tower, which is kind of strange. It's not very homey. Do you want to take a look at those other 2 tombstones?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of them says Celine Corrigan, "In loving memory of Celine Corrigan, a shining light in our eyes, gone but never forgotten." And the other one is Ilana Corrigan, "Gone too soon, forever in our hearts." Desmond, you approach the door to the keep. You're muted.
Yeah, he's gonna go up to the door cautiously, kind of check it out, investigate the entrance, but he's not gonna go in.
Okay. Tell me how you investigate the entrance.
He's gonna check to like if there's any inscriptions around the outside of the door, any kind of writing at all near the door? Like, are these like little statues or something next on either side of the door?
Yeah, there appear to be some worn statues. They almost look as if they were perhaps elvish in nature, but they have been worn just like everything in this place. They're old and worn. By the way, this map it was created by Mimic Maps, so thanks to Jeremy for creating this map. Yeah, it looks like they're probably some sort of elvish design. You're kind of up here at this point.
Yeah.
What about the
can you
entrance? How do you investigate the entrance itself?
He's gonna like check out the door. Is it locked? Can you check to see if it's locked?
Yeah, you reach out to kind of see if it's locked or not. And as you touch the door, you feel this searing pain. Give me a wisdom save. And you hear voices in your head, multiple female voices. Get out, stay out, run, get out, get out.
15.
You stumble back and catch yourself from before you fall over back down the stairs.
Is it more ghosts?
Something said to get out. It said to run. I don't think we should stay here. Des will back down the stairs, go back out into the courtyard.
Yeah, is this ghost PTSD kicking in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This looks like somewhere that might have ghosts. Fuck that.
We don't have really good luck with ghosts.
So, as that's happening, Dave, I want to know if we go and like go over here. You see where I am on the map, where I'm pointing out?
Yep.
Or even like down here. Are we out of sight from anyone coming to the gate?
Yeah, you believe that you would be out of sight. Out of sight, man. Yeah.
All right, so I'll come back towards Des and the others. And I'll say, well, look, we don't have to go inside. We could hide out in one of the corners there and just try to get some rest. If they come over, I mean, if this place is as freaky as it looks, and knowing that they're already kind of superstitious and afraid of these things, they might not dare come in here if they don't right away kind of see us, you know?
You know, it's only superstitious if there's not actually something here.
Yeah, but, you know, superstition is what sort of
Killed the cat?
holds you back from interacting with these things, whether or not they're
Right,
actually
but if
there.
there's actually horrible ghost monsters, then it's not superstition. It's like actual.
All right, well, you know, we can
Parts.
debate semantics, or we can, you know, try to make some camp and catch some Z's. I don't know about y'all, but I'm exhausted.
I mean, I think
So
we can
my
all agree
suggestion
that
is
we're not
that-
going in there, right?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think we should
we're
go
gonna
in
go
there.
in there. I don't think that
I don't
mean,
know.
I go, but
Well,
I'm
this
gonna
is
say-
going on.
Really use some sleep, you know, especially if we're going to try to break into that warehouse and rescue or liberate whatever horrible ill-gotten gains those people have stolen.
I go and check out that corner over there, Dave.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you get the sense that you could roll out your bedroll and rest here. It's not going to be very comfortable, and, you know, this is a very unsettling place. But you could attempt to get a rest here if you wanted to try that.
Nori does want to try touching the other stones. She would go to Lucius next, just to see if there's a puzzle to put together here.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to that in a second. What are Xanthi and Desmond going to do?
I'm gonna help lay out like sleeping rolls and, you know, trying to make the area smell like lavender and warm up the beds and stuff so it's not quite so unsettling and creepy. So maybe we can get a decent night's sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, Des is still a little creeped out by what happened at the door, so he's definitely gonna try to put as much distance between himself and that. So he's going to go over with Lachlan, check out that corner.
I think Spud would probably do the same.
See about some coffee.
Okay.
Be careful, Nori.
Nor you go over to Lucius's gravestone and you kind of crouch down in front of it and you place your hand on it.
Stone and dirt.
Okay.
One on one.
You find yourself in this sort of grand hall, and at one end of the table sits this kind of fatherly looking, white bearded, white long hair pulled back tight, well dressed in just some of the finest clothes you've ever seen. And as you look in front of you, you see that there is food and there is wine in a goblet, and there are 4 other young women sitting at this table on the sides. You're at one end of the head of the table, and this man is at the other end, and he just looks up and he says, I am so proud of this family, what we've been able to overcome. The love that we share will get us through anything. And then you just start to laugh. Like almost hysterically laughing. And you can feel yourself standing up, and the women at the table on the sides of the flanks of the table sort of like look up at you, like eyes wide, gasping. And then the lights of this grand hall flicker out, and you just hear the old man say, no, Cassandra, no. And then you snap out of it.
Cassandra. That is not a name we've seen yet. Was this man and the 4 small women, were they humans? Were they elves? Humans?
They appeared to be human.
That was weird. I will go over to Celine's. Do the same thing. Drop down.
Okay. You drop down and you place your hand on the gravestone, and you immediately find yourself in another vision. And you can see this young girl running down this corridor through a big set of doors. She pushes them open, looking over her shoulder as you're running behind her. And she's like, no, leave me be. And she tries to close the door, and you can see beyond her, it's like a big library. And she's kind of like trying to bar the door, and you find yourself like wanting to get to her. You have like this intense urge to get to her, and you're kind of fighting with her against the door, pushing, and then finally the door opens and she just falls down on the ground, and she looks up with one hand. She says, no, don't do it. And then you snap out of it.
Do I have any glimpses of like myself in any of these visions so far? Like my gown or anything, the bottom of my feet? Bottom of my gown or my feet?
I would say that you probably could catch a little bit of a glimpse, but these are very fast vignettes of like a memory of some kind is the vibe that you're getting, that you're sort of like channeling with your strange ability to like feel and empath and communicate with things that are no longer living. So, I mean, you would notice maybe that you were dressed in fine gowns, for example, perhaps, or it felt like nice silk or something of that nature, but nothing like super distinctive.
Go to the last one. Ilana?
Mm-hmm.
Was this one very similar to Celine's, the look of it?
The grave?
Yeah, the grave.
Yeah, the stonework, it all looks like it was probably etched or chiseled around the same time, perhaps. And as you touch the headstone, you find yourself standing in a doorway, and you're looking down at this young girl who is on her knees, this fine white like nightgown basically sort of billowing out onto the floor, and you can see her, she's weeping and she's putting things into a wooden box. And she's like, just give me one more minute, Cassandra. Just one more minute. And she's putting jewelry in this box. And then she closes the box and she wraps this ribbon around it and ties it in like some sort of a fancy bow. And then she turns around. She gets up, she walks right towards you. And she reaches out and hugs you. Nice and tight. You can feel the embrace. And then suddenly it loosens. And you look in her eye and she just kind of has this blank stare as she falls back away from you, and you can see that you have stabbed her with some sort of a dagger, and blood just drips on the white gown. And then you snap out of it.
I will tell everything that I've seen to everybody. Do we see a grave for Cassandra? Do you see anything that's...
No, I didn't see one.
What about that angel statue in the middle there?
You examine the statue in the middle, and it doesn't have any sort of legible writing on it. You look around again, Nori, maybe in a little bit more determined pace to look at the various gravestones. You do not find one that has anything with Cassandra's name on it.
Go inside.
You want to go in there?
Why?
That, like you were Cassandra in every vision? Like, or do you think that, like, Cassandra possessed different girls in the family?
When I touched the door, they were like warning me to stay away. I'm not going. If there's a ghost in there, I'm not going in there.
Oh, this is definitely haunted.
It's haunted
Yeah,
as
I
shit.
don't think
You
we
can tell
need to
just
go
look
in
at
there.
it.
I think we need to go in there. There's probably a good chance that if we stay out here and not
It's got
don't mess
cobwebs and
around, we might
everything.
not,
Nori's going up to the door.
Oh,
and every time.
I'm still bleeding over here.
All right,
Yeah,
Nori.
well, all
you,
right, let
get-
Nori go.
you walk up to the door. What are you going to do? What you going to do?
Was this the one that you said that there was like old Elvish?
Yeah, so there's two
Stuff on it?
statues, one on either side, and they appear to be maybe of Elvish architecture.
No writing?
No, nothing that is legible. I mean, this place looks so freaking old. I mean,
Okay.
it almost looks like it could be as old as the ruins.
Nori's going to be mindful of trying not to scream because we're on a stealth mission here, but she's afraid something might be scary, so she's just telling herself to be quiet, and then she's going to touch the statues. Seems like stone contact might be the way to go here.
Okay, you're going to touch the statues?
I'll start there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you touch the statues, nothing. It's cold marble or some sort of rock similar to that, a very hard rock, but they're weathered, and it seems inert as you brush your hand across the statues.
How close is the door?
It's
Like right
5 feet,
up
5 feet in front of you. Right here.
I take one little glance back at my people. Then I walk up and touch the door.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom 11.
11. All right. Nori, you take 3 psychic damage, and you are knocked prone and blasted, knocked 5 feet back. You guys are probably watching Nori as they're going over to this door, and you see as she almost like recoils and jumps backward and falls flat on her back. And that, my friends, is where we're going to take a break. We're going to take a quick break and come back to see what happens here in the whatever this place is. Okay, deep breaths, everybody. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, we've got a giveaway going on. So please, if you want to get in on the action to win the ultimate river map pack, please get in on that by typing !Drawing. This is some loot that our sponsors at CZRPG have been just gracious enough to bestow upon us to in turn give off to some lucky winner tonight. So !Drawing. Big shout out to this awesome group of players. I love playing with you guys. This is so much fun. I can't wait to see what kind of shenanigans we get into next. There's a lot more to come, so we'll be right back. And it's going to be fun because Nori is probably going to die. Bye. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for the raid. 20 sides, great to see you. Yes, we love your super awesome variety of content that you guys put out over there. It's awesome and it's great to see you. So thank you for being here. We do have a giveaway going on. I mentioned, but I'll mention it again. The Ultimate River 69 map pack by our friends at CZRPG. There are 68 maps of various versions in there, and we're lobbying for one more map. We'll see. But anyhow, trying to get in on that particular action. We have found ourselves evading capture by the Black Hand thugs that have been searching for our party in the woods around Twilight Falls. You have fought off a small party of bandits that caught up to you. And you now have sought refuge inside a extremely creepy keep. You have discovered a few hints of maybe the people that once lived here. And right now, Nori is laying on her back in front of the doors, having touched the door and been greeted with a blast of psychic energy that knocked her onto her rumpus. What, my
Sandy's
friends, would you like to do?
Gonna turn around and message Nori and be like, so are you going to sleep over there? Or you want to come and sleep with the rest of us?
Dez is gonna run over after he sees Nori get blasted.
It's
He's
still
gonna
Nori's
run
gonna
moving?
over.
reply to the message. I'm right here.
I know you're like on your
Right.
back.
Are you okay?
Yes. Okay. And I get up slowly.
See, there's something on the door, and I don't think we can get rid of it. Also, these people are dead. They're gonna stay
happened
that
here,
way.
though.
What?
Something happened here, though. I mean,
Right. Yeah, I know. It's a compelling story.
don't you think we might want to have a safe haven based on everything that's happened in the last couple of days?
I've
2
seen
days?
one ghost already, and I don't want to see another.
They're
We've
not
You know-
seen
bad.
two.
The thing is, Nori, there's someone alive that needs our help. This could wait. We'll come back.
Okay. Guys are really boring sometimes, but I get it. All right. And I get up and I go down the steps like a child who's just been told they can't do something really fun.
Besides, I'm bleeding too badly to go in there right now. There's something off with that place.
Nori says nothing, shoots him a little bit of a dirty look. Quietly goes down and lays down by the others.
I'm going to
Moody.
jury rig a thing with my hammer and my crowbar and my shield so that it can kind of be between us and the door, and I'm going to put some candles behind it so we have a little bit of light. No, but so that it's shielded with my shield from anyone coming to the gate kind of thing.
I'll pop up again. At the very least, I'll watch. I can do most of the watch. I don't need my spells.
Hey, but
So-
if you stay up all night, you'll be exhausted.
Well, so maybe somebody just wants to take part of the watch. Probably not Spug.
No, not Spug.
Yeah,
I can
maybe
take a
he
watch.
He could do his
Wait,
watch
what?
with you.
I can watch. I mean,
You need to rest.
it's
You
true.
need all your spells.
I know that game-wise it doesn't make a difference, but Lachlan would bandage up, Dez, obviously, using medicine, even though we know it doesn't actually do anything. But... And then I'm going to tuck myself in a corner and pull my cloak and go to sleep.
Okay.
Xanthi will produce the carafe of endless coffee and put it in the middle.
For whoever is watching.
And then she will snuggle down into her bedroll and like curl over.
I'll take a shift later. If you need a rest. This will lay
Or you
down
just
too.
nods.
Des, as you lay down, Lucky in owl form flies in and perches up on one of the gates and just sits there perched.
He'll just ask Lucky to keep an eye out for anything strange in the night.
Okay. Nori, give me a d12 roll.
Ten.
Okay. Your companions rest their eyes and bundle themselves up and cozy themselves up as best they can. Some of them falling asleep quickly, maybe. Others maybe are restless. This place is uneasy. It doesn't lend itself to like an easy place to fall asleep. You hear, maybe actually you don't hear much. This place, it's like eerie silence. You don't hear any rodents, or you don't hear any of the nightlife that you might normally hear, that you might expect out in these woods. It's very quiet and eerily so. You take your watch, Nori, and you watch over the place, and nothing strange happens. You see these mists kind of like float through the courtyard and then get blown away by the wind. The candles that Lachlan set flicker and burn low. But nothing strange beyond this place happens during your watch. That is, unless you intend to cause something strange to happen.
Nori's gonna get up.
I shouldn't have said that. All right, what are you gonna do?
Nori's gonna go over to the first grave that she interacted with. Possibly the mother, Isabel.
Isabel's grave? Okay.
She's gonna do the same thing again and just see if anything is different, or if it happens, just what happens if she does the touch and the touch again.
Okay. you close your eyes and you touch the stone in the ground, expecting some additional insights into whatever it was that happened in this place. And you don't see anything, but you feel intense sadness. It just washes over you, and you start to, like, tears kind of well up in your eyes. You get a sense that something extremely tragic, I mean, based on everything you've already experienced, you know, but you understand that something terrible has happened to this woman. But you don't see anything. It's like the vision is not there, but the feeling is.
I'm gonna say, who is Cassandra?
You get no response.
For the rest of my watch, I'm going to just kind of pace around and see if there's anything anyone missed. Just inside the gates, obviously, not putting my party in danger by not looking at them.
Okay. Yeah, you're pacing around. There are no other gravestones that have any legible inscriptions on them. You can tell that there were at some point inscriptions, but they have long since faded.
Okay. I'll go sit down again.
Okay. And you finish out your watch. I don't know if you intend to wake up any of your companions, but certainly that's a possibility.
Yeah, I'll wake up Des.
Okay.
After a fair bit of the night is gone. Hey, Des.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about that warehouse thing that you did the other night.
Huh?
I know the group came down on you pretty hard. I just want you to know, next time you want to do something like that, wake me up. I'll support you. I will never try to talk you out of it. But I want to keep our party safe.
Yeah.
I may even ask to come with.
All right. I'll remember. Could have used a hand, actually.
Okay. It's pretty quiet here right now.
It's too quiet. It's weird.
I definitely didn't do anything while I was on watch. So we'll go to sleep now. I go
Sounds
to
good.
sleep instantly.
Okay. Desmond, is there anything that you want to do while on watch?
No, he's just gonna kind of busy himself with he's gonna have a little bit of coffee, kind of just inspect all his gear, kind of just trying to keep busy and ignore how spooky the place is.
Okay.
Checking his crossbow, making sure all his knives and swords are good to go.
Maybe do a little sharpening on some of the blades after all this combat that you've seen recently. You look at your wounds, and the bandages that Lachlan applied seem to be holding things together for you. You got hit pretty hard by that maul. So you're going to be black and blue. But you're feeling a little bit better as you rest. This is the first super rest you've had in some time. All right. Given that, let me ask this question. Do Xanthi or Lachlan have anything that you would want to do on your watch? Yes. Go ahead, Xanthi.
Well, Xanthi hasn't been keeping up with her journal entries because we really haven't had any decent sleep.
It's been a
Um,
while.
So, yeah, she's on her watch. She would take out her travel journal and start drawing the River King and the Elven ruins, and the little detail about, like, going to this island in the middle of the lake, and it was the Elven ruins, and the weird possessed lizard people, and this mother creature that we then fought. So that's what she will do on her watch.
Okay. And you're working towards proficiency with artisan's tools, is that correct? So why don't you give me a roll with your artisan tools without a proficiency? So it would be well, you tell me what stat do you think would be best here? Would it be like intelligence as you're trying to remember things, or are you mostly trying to get like the essence of it with like more of a wisdom based?
I think we were trying to do performance.
Okay, sure.
As it's her drawing, so it was like a kind of art.
Yeah, I like it.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Ooh, yeah, that's definitely a success mark for your skill building with those tools.
Oh,
for
you
sure.
can see how spooky he is.
She's drawing the River King with the big glowing gemstone in his hand.
Nice. I love that. That's great. And Lachlan, is there anything else? Just getting some serious Z's.
Sawing some lumber.
Okay. All right. As it turns out, you all managed to get a long rest inside this spooky ass place. And as your eyes open, perhaps Lachlan having taken the last watch, we'll say, maybe with Spug Noir tagging along on that, the rest of your companions begin to wake up, and you can see that the sun is starting to shine through the canopy of trees in the distance. Of course, the courtyard is now partially illuminated, although the tower itself sort of blocks a little bit of the sunshine. Hey, thanks for the resub, Armin. Great to see you, buddy. Miss you very much. Looking forward to chatting. And it's morning, and you find yourselves still in this strange courtyard. You don't hear any of the sounds of the forest. It's eerily silent here, but you also don't hear dogs barking or people shouting. What do you guys want to do as morning comes?
Well, Xanthi is going to take out her journal, and she's going to rip out page 18. And she's going to go over to Lachlan and hand him a ABC primer for learning to read and write in Common. And
She goes, I made this for you. And I thought, like maybe when you're on watch, you could try to like memorize it, or, so that you could start to learn how to, read and write, like you wanted to.
and you can see, like, she's made like cute little like pictures next to letters,
Thanks. This is great. I mean, with everything going on, I kind of even had forgotten I wanted to do this. It seems kind of trivial in some ways, but I really appreciate it. I'm definitely going to sit up and study this next time we're not getting shot at. Thanks, Cynthia. I really appreciate it. It's very kind.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remember, like, stuff that makes you feel good. And I think you would feel really good if, you could read, some books or something.
I agree. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Put that paper in my vest. Not where I get shot, somewhere else.
So what's our next move here? I think we should go straight to that warehouse, and pretty sure Chiral is there. And barge down the door. Just go right in. See what's what.
You think we should attack in the middle of the day?
Can we get the area map again, Dave, please?
Sure.
It's gonna take us a while to get there. But
Well, right
Till
now
the
they're going to
morning.
be searching between here and there, so we can't just sort of walk back that way.
Well, we could go to the dam and see if we could figure out how to blow it.
Okay, we can't do all these things.
It's on the way.
it's the way we're gonna have to go. We can't go back through the logging camp. I mean, Whitmer and Carl are probably not gonna murder us, but everyone else will.
I'm starting to feel like we're running out of time to help Shiral.
We don't need to go back through the logging camp. The warehouse is on the other side, right?
It's like
Yeah.
on the opposite side of the lake as we are.
It's
So
right
yeah, I
here.
guess we keep going along the lake. We'll cross at the dam. We can take a look at the dam while we're there, but let's make our priority getting around there now. I think we need to pay Gromlin a visit. Now, I'm not saying it's the first thing we need to do, because I think if we go and do that, it's going to set off some other issues. But I really think that before we leave, we need to go pay Gromlin a visit. And before you go, but why? I will tell you why. One word. Fucking Brock.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, we let him go, and it came back to haunt us. And this Gromlin guy is just burning my fuse up something pretty bad right now. And now, I understand we can't go and do that first. But once we visited the warehouse, once we have Shiral, I'd like to go have a little discussion with him about, the upside of keeping your word. Even when you're, a fucking crook, let's face some facts.
Right. And, there's something to be said to possibly visit him first. In that, if we get him, maybe we could use him to get to Shiral.
I could just pretend to be him.
That's true.
Dangerous, though. Don't you think, Xanthi?
It'd be right up your alley then, right? Look, did we notice if he was there anybody else living with him? Are there guards in the house? Did he have a family? Anything like that?
Well,
I
you
thought he had a wife.
He had a wife, yeah.
Oh, we don't want to hurt them. All right, let's start by hiking back up there. We'll go along the river. We'll cross at the dam, and maybe we can hide out on this side of the dam and wait for nightfall, and then go out there and sort of check out what we can. I don't think we should go out during the day.
But do we want to be known as mayor killers?
Sure. When the mayors
I
are
don't-
fucking dipshits.
No, if I want to be a mayor killer.
Right.
Well, there's a long way between where we are now and, the warehouse or even Gromlin's place. So how about we try to get to the dam, we take a look at it, and see if it's maybe that something will just come to us as an easy way to destroy this dam, which would be a really good distraction. And to make everybody go try to fix or repair the dam, and then we can just run into the warehouse where there's less guards. Right?
For the record, there's also a pretty long way between me making Gromlin chew on my hammer and killing him. We don't have to kill him. We can just,
Torture him? We just want to be a mayor torturer?
Yeah, sure.
We'll knock
Is that
out
the
a few
name that we
teeth.
want to make for ourselves?
A
I thought
Gromlin
you guys were
torturer?
heroes.
Arrow. That's a bit strong.
Yeah,
I
You guys
mean,
were good.
I'm
trying to get back.
I'm
I
a
mean-
hero.
We're trying to
I
do the right thing
think-
here.
I mean,
You guys are
I did-
heroes.
was a little gray when I I guess when I let the lizard people just take Brock. But, you know, it's not like they didn't have a beef with him. I was just, you know, he just extraditing him. It's a big word.
And just because we're heroes doesn't mean we're saps.
Or
Right.
perfect.
Lachlan, you have a lot of fire behind your words today. Do you need a back rub?
No, thank you. Let's get going. Pick up my candles, my shield, my stuff.
Nori,
I mean,
What are-
you know, I could turn it to Carl and give you a back rub.
Oh boy.
now you're talking.
That-
All right, never mind. Let's the
That's
stupid
way
idea.
something to say already.
Lachlan is a little flustered at the idea of that.
He doesn't want to smile.
We don't have enough oil.
We're gonna need more oil. Okay, so you scale back over the fence, leaving behind this creepy ass tower that I dangled in front of you guys, and begin to make your way west along the ridge line. And the going is rather pleasant. The sun is out. It seems like a nice day, but in the back of your mind, you're wondering around the next bend, around behind the next tree, is there going to be somebody waiting for us? You know, where are the manhunters who had been chasing us the previous night, and what are they doing? Are they still in pursuit? Are they gathering their defenses in Twilight Falls? Will they be ready for us when we arrive? What could possibly happen? And eventually, most of the day passes. You probably stop to eat some rations, but you begin to hear the roar of the falls in the distance. They seem to almost welcome you to the edge of the cliff line. And as you walk closer and get closer, you see finally the dam come into view as it spans this massive precipice. There is a set of stone stairs that lead up onto the structure itself. And at the moment, you're kind of down in the trees off to the side. Let me move the little flag here. So you guys are like kind of in the trees right here, just observing from this distance. You haven't actually gotten up to the stairs, but you can see that there's a narrow stone staircase that goes up the side, and then it appears to go and access a causeway across to the other side.
Is there anybody watching it or guarding it?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. 15.
You listen intently, and the roar of the water, even if there was a whole battalion of soldiers atop this structure, you probably wouldn't be able to hear them given the sound of the crashing water falling over.
Should we try to take a look at the dam?
What?
Should we try to get closer?
What?
Look at the dam.
She's gonna message you. What did you say? You can reply to this message. It's really loud here.
No, now I'm muted. We should try to get closer and look at the dam.
Okay, let's get closer.
And Des will try to get a good vantage point so you can kind of inspect like the state of the dam. Like, is it old and decrepit looking? Does it look like it's solid as hell? Like, what does it look like? He's trying to get a judge on like how much force or labor it would require to kind of take it out, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also checking the stonework.
All right, Lachlan, give me what's your role going to be for that? Observate or like a perception check? Are you thinking? Because you guys aren't like right up at the stone, are you? Did you guys approach to the actual dam itself, or are you guys still in the woods?
I think
Would
we're
approach the dam if nobody's standing there, right?
Okay.
If we
Yeah.
don't see anyone, obviously,
Yeah.
approach carefully, but we'll
Yeah.
approach.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you get up close. So Lachlan, give me an investigation check. Desmond, no need for you to roll. This looks extremely solid. You can see that there's stone stairs that lead up to the causeway, and it appears to traverse the length of this stout buttress-style dam that's hanging at the precipice of the falls. Of course, the dam's foundation is this assemblage of well-carved, massive granite blocks. Lachlan, would you roll on your investigation?
16.
Yeah, it looks like each stone was carefully hewn and positioned by skilled stonemasons and has likely stood the test of time for, I mean, it's not ancient, but probably well over 100 years.
So here's my question, and you can tell me to fuck off.
Oh, good.
With my knowledge of having, been a sailor and sort of understanding how water works and water pressure and stuff like that, would in any way, shape, or form that knowledge sort of help me kind of understand how the dam works, where the pressure points are, where, what part of it might be? Would it be where it joins up to the natural surroundings? Would it be right in the center? Anything that I could sort of get just to kind of get an understanding of, what would be the functioning of the dam, but also the strengths and weaknesses of it. And you can tell me that it doesn't really apply. That's fine. I'm just.
Well, I don't think that aspect of your backstory necessarily applies, but you come from, you're dwarven. You come from a clan of dwarves that do stonework and stone masonry. So I think that might give you a little bit of insight. It's tough to say where the pressure points are, but you can tell that this is a very well cared for structure.
Okay.
It looks like it's well maintained. It's not some old pile of stones. It's a well maintained structure. It looks like perhaps even in the area that you're examining, it looks like some recent work has been done, perhaps to re-tuck point the grout, around these big boulders, etc. And as you're looking upon this, you hear a voice from up high on top of the causeway itself, as you're down kind of like on the stairs before you've actually ascended, and you hear a voice say, "Well, they say it's best to forge friendships as you forge steel, for both are tempered in fire. What say you, travelers?" And you look up and you see this dwarven fellow standing up at the top of the stone staircase. He's got this stocky frame and this long silver colored beard. He's got some braids with small gems and charms in it. And he's got like a leather vest, and he has leather gloves that he's just pulling off, and he's putting into one of his back pockets.
I'll look up, and in Dwarvish I'll say, well, I'll say this. I certainly hope that my friendships are as solid and as well maintained as this particular bridge is.
Well said, stranger, he says back to you in Dwarvish. The name is Balin Dowerstone. I'm the caretaker. Well, you might call me the dam engineer around here.
My name's Lachlan Feldspar. Do you mind if we come up to chat?
Well, not at all. If you're heading to Twilight Falls, this is the route that you'd have to take anyhow, so come along. Be careful. Watch your step there. Miss, watch your step.
Oh, thanks.
As you guys ascend the stairs, the five of you get to the top of the stairs, and he's about 4 foot 6 inches, and again, like stocky, and he just looks at you with, this kind of nice, these green eyes, and they're sort of bright, and he looks a little awkward in the sense that he's trying to be really nice. You get a sense that he's not maybe super comfortable with your presence, but he's not, he's trying to be as hospitable as he can. And he's just kind of like playing with his beard as you come up to the top of the stairs. He keeps kind of like rubbing his beard as if he's in deep thought. Well then, what business do you have in Twilight Falls?
we're just we heard that there was work to be found here.
Oh,
Some
yes.
security works, things of that nature. So we're on our way to see about that. But we saw this dam from when we were coming in, and we were kind of just wondering, what sort of impact does a thing like this have on an environment like this one around here?
Well, this whole lake here, you see, was crafted by having this dam here. Without this dam, well, it would drain this lake into nothing but an unproductive marshland. As it stands now, we've got good fishing, and well, I'm tasked with making sure this dam here stays well maintained. I've been doing this for coming on about 55 years already. My goodness.
Yeah, and you've been doing some excellent work, as I could see down there. So this was built, I guess, long time after the elves were around.
Oh, yes. The elven runes were here long before this came along. They've been long gone, those elves.
You know, I heard a story about like some ruins up here somewhere that were just jam-packed full of old elven treasure. Do you think that that's all under the lake now?
I sure do, miss. In fact, you see that island out there, the one that's shrouded in mist and fog, that creepy-looking thing out there? Yeah, see, there's old runes that protrude from that island, and most people don't go out there because it's sounds like it's quite dangerous. I've never been out there myself, but
So you've never gone looking for treasure?
No, I've got more treasure than I could possibly imagine, miss. Oodles and
Really?
oodles of it.
Is it like the treasure of the friends we found along the way?
Well, I wish I could say it was. I don't have a whole lot of friends, but I do have serenity.
Well,
What's serenity?
Well, it's kind of a good vibey feeling when you.
Okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
like your favorite hammer or,
No,
like
no.
the switch that opened the dam or something.
No, the switch that opens the dam. Well, I don't give that a name, but I do release water from time to time. That's part of my job, is to maintain the water levels.
mm-hmm. On the way here, when we were talking with the fellows up at the logging camp, they were telling us there's been a lot of problems with druids and jerkin rangers and so on and so forth. And I guess we're kind of just, if we're going to be involved in any sort of security, we're kind of wondering, do you think that this dam might be part of the reason why they're kind of uppity and up in arms and whatnot? Like, would they have reason to feel like this is a blight?
Well, I don't know, lad. I suppose you'd have to ask those jerkins. I don't pay them much mind. I do my job, and in fact, I've never even met a jerkin.
Yeah, I've never met a ranger I didn't like.
You're not missing much.
What you mentioned letting water out occasionally. I was just curious. What would happen if you didn't do that? Would the lake just get bigger and bigger?
Well, the lake would back up. Yeah, they put a lot of pressure on this here dam, and well, that'd just be that'd be a little bit too much. It could strain the construction of this here dam.
It'd take a long while, though, right?
It would take some time, yeah. But it's good to monitor, and well, we like to keep the Immerdes run, well flowing, because of the commerce and all.
So let's say there was at some point an issue with the river down there drying out. Would you be able to open up enough that it would feed it and sort of get going again?
Well, I suppose if there was a problem downstream, we would have identified that problem ahead of time and just increased the amount of water we release through the here dam down the spillway. And he kind of like leans over and you look and you can just hear, and all of this is like being kind of shouted because of the sound of the water just crashing over the side. You look down and it's a fair amount of water that they let out.
Dave, could I take a look at him and see if he has a black hand tattoo?
Absolutely, you can.
All right.
Give me a perception check.
18 plus 4. So 22.
He has a black hand tattoo on his hand.
And you work this place alone? Shouldn't you need like a whole bunch of guys to run this place?
Well, there's a whole team of working folk in the town, and if I need a couple of hands, old Gromlin, the man in charge down there, sends them out, put them to work for a couple of days, and then send them on back to whatever else the hell they do.
So is that Gromlin, is that the guy we'd want to speak to then in town? Is he kind of like the boss?
Yeah, he's the big man around here. Yeah, he'd be the one to go talk to. That's right, old Gromlin.
You trustworthy?
Well, he's a businessman. He's always looking for the best outcome for himself and, well, his employers.
All right. Well, look, it's been super instructive, and you're certainly doing some great work here. And who knows, maybe we'll eventually end up coming and working here with you someday. If
well, that would be nice. You look like a nice group of young adventurers.
Well, you know, I'm kind of like looking for a place to set some roots for a while and get off the road.
You do look a little banged up. He's looking at you, Desmond. You run into something or get clobbered over the head? Oh my!
Yeah, I mean we've been on the road for a while.
I know what that's like.
Rough out there.
All right. Well, thanks, Balin. We'll let you get back to work.
Just remember, as the roots of the mountain run deep, so do the ties that bind kin and friend. Good day to ya.
We'll walk off, and I'll wait till we're kind of away from him, kind of thing.
Well,
Thoughts?
I didn't plan on there being a caretaker.
Right.
He's not there all the time, though. We just come
He's
back later.
definitely in the way of us destroying this thing.
Well, I don't think
Unless
we
he
can
can-
destroy it, but I think we might be able to open it up.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
we could open it up, and that could, if we left it open for a little while, it certainly would distract people, right?
Right.
It would, but the other thing to remember is that if it's been a long while since there's been water, heavy water that's flowing down there, if we do this, one, it will drain the lake, but two, it may cause some flooding downriver. And some of the other villages or the towns down there may end up getting flooded, and we don't necessarily want to do that either.
Well, here's the thing. So let's say we tie up our new friend Balin, and we press the button and
Right.
open
Right,
up
that's what I
the
was thinking.
dam, and then we run into town, and they start to notice something is wrong. It takes 4 hours or so, but then they will all run down to the dam, and there will be less people there, right? Because they'll just go and they'll hit the button again, and they'll close the dam, and they'll release Balin. But that still could be enough of a distraction.
Just gonna fill up again in this scenario once they close the switch.
It
Right.
really probably
mean,
would.
This is not
Eventually-
a permanent solution.
Right.
Well, why were we doing this again? The ghost elves asked us, is that the deal?
Yes, the ghost elves asked us to destroy this dam.
I made an oath, and he looks down and he's got that beautiful necklace that he's wearing. We all
Kind
did.
our word?
I thought it went away. Like, did yours stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got mine.
Well, it only lasted for like an hour.
The magic, right? I mean, it's still on us. Just not
Nope.
magic anymore.
Magically
Yeah, it's still there.
valuable.
Oh. We all have like a team necklace. It's so nice.
Oh,
Well,
Lachlan
not
didn't get
all of
one.
us.
Yeah,
Aw.
Lachlan didn't take one. I mean, it felt like the right thing to do. It still does.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm completely against doing it, but
We could break the button.
Well,
That's
let me
what I
ask.
was
Let me
thinking.
ask this:
Is it possible?
what's the worst thing that could happen if we decided to, like, maybe put off the oath keeping thing for a while, or like maybe we just sort of put that on the shelf, and
Yeah, I mean, here's what I'm a little worried about is we go raid the warehouse and it's a 5-alarm fire and they all come running at us. And then we either fight them all and maybe we can take them, but maybe we have to run away and then we just have to come back again. And
Well,
I guess I don't know what to do.
I mean, will we be cursed if we don't do it? I've never taken an oath before. What does it mean? Like,
I mean,
if we don't do it, are we going to end up old like Desmond?
Well, that
Okay,
is a
this is-
possibility.
Oh
That's a
shit!
crazy idea. But don't
Go ahead.
druids know how to do stuff with earth? I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
what if we rescue your druid and she helps us just break a hole and I'll indicate like where the cliff is? Like the
Oh, make a new
area that
river?
separates.
Yeah, just go around the dam.
keep in mind also that our best way to get out of here once we do get Sherall back, if we get Sherall back, is by the river.
Only
If
if we have a
there-
boat.
If the river's a raging whitewater rapid, it's not quite as useful.
Well, in this scenario, maybe the water goes a different direction.
In
ma-
which case, it wouldn't be a raging river. It would eventually dry out.
Maybe
away.
we
That's
go a
really
different
hard to-
direction.
Yeah, to get away, we could go north and hide with the Jerkins.
Wait,
trust
the
the
ghost
Jerkins?
said don't trust druids. Wait, but Sherall's a druid.
Wait, what?
Is a Jerkin a druid or is he a ranger?
Oh, it's so confusing.
I am
Jerkin's
also.
a
I
Jerkin.
mean, they seem to know druid business. They knew about.
They're like cohorts, right?
I feel the Jerkin have their own agenda that, we don't really know much about.
Okay, so I'm still for this plan. I think we should tie up nice Mr. Ballin and hit the button and then run into town,
Maybe try to disable it
And-
somehow.
and when people start to notice there's a problem with the dam, they'll come and check on Ballin and they will release him, so he will be fine. But people will leave the town to go check on him.
Well,
So
they're
you're-
probably not everyone's gonna. They're probably gonna send a small group of guys. Let's not oversell this. Like they're gonna send 4 or 5 guys to check it out. They're not gonna send everyone.
I don't see the point in opening the dam if it's just going to get fixed and closed again.
Well, I just thought it would be a nice distraction,
It
but
would be a great
Yeah, it
distraction.
would be.
But it's what
I
mean,
Is
they
that
sent
just the
so
only
many
reason we're
people
doing it?
after us, though.
we're not doing it for the elves. If it's just for the distraction purpose, then
Well, it's to
that's a
get
great
I mean,
plan.
hopefully Sherall or whatever thing is in the warehouse, and then hopefully you can use that to.
we don't even know if Sherall's in the
mean-
warehouse. Like this has just become this myth that kind of people are clinging to, but we don't know what's in the warehouse.
Right.
It's true, but
And-
it could be like
It could be a crate of drugs.
it could be dragons. I don't know.
Oh,
Dragons.
but in a little crate. Baby
Oh.
dragons.
Crate of baby
mean-
dragons.
cute.
I was.
We definitely need to
I
go there.
have always
Yeah.
wondered why they would call her cargo. Some kind of valuable cargo.
Well,
It seemed weird.
Shouldn't we just go to the warehouse first, like our
I think we should.
yeah, I think
See
we
what
can
we
come
have.
back here
If we
anytime we
need-
want and take care of the situation. So I would say let's move on.
If we need a distraction, we'll burn down the grog house.
But there's such delicious drinks in there and
True.
food.
The milk was good.
Maybe there's a shed or something we could burn down.
We can always come back. We can burn down fucking Gromlin's house. That's what I fucking think.
Doesn't have to be in it though.
No,
All
he's
right,
the
sneak-
boss. If we set fire to his house, they're all going to come running, or a good chunk of
It's
them are going
true.
to come running. So I say we go in there, take anyone who's there out. We don't need to kill anyone.
Tie him up.
Warehouse first. Just to see. Little reconnaissance.
Yeah, that's going to have to
Information
be
is
Des.
power.
And we
I
got to
mean,
figure out something for
if
the
it-
dogs.
Well, let's
I got
get
a little
some
something for the
meat.
dogs, but it only lasts for a little while, and
It's
you know.
meat at the grog house.
that might not work.
Look,
Look,
let's get off this. Let's get off this dam. Go and find a
Can't
place
really
to
be
hide
seen in
out.
town though.
And
Right.
Des can go and scout it out. I'll give you my boots, Des. You can go and scout
I
Maybe-
it
say
out.
we all just go.
But we're gonna wait till it's dark, right? Because I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
be dark in just a couple hours, probably. I mean, we've been hiking all day.
Well, the problem with waiting too long is that Balin there can probably come back, go to the grog house, and start talking about the nice 4 fellows he met on the fucking.
Yeah. Well, it'll happen at the same time, if anything. We'll go to the warehouse.
Be good to have
Immediately.
an idea what we're dealing with before we have to act. So,
Okay.
I mean, the other thing is if we go and get Gromlin, he can tell us what's in the house, in the warehouse.
We can also look like Gromlin and have him open the doors.
That might be a thing to do, to just go kind of there and then stab Xanthi, get dressed as
I
Gromlin.
can also
go check it
I
out.
can also do it.
It
I
would,
haven't done it yet, but I know how to do it.
yeah, but Gromlin's a little person, and I don't think you could look gnome-sized.
I'm not gonna do it.
I mean, I can. I don't know how I can, but I can.
All right. Either way, I think we should go to the warehouse right away.
All right, but if you want me to be Gromlin, I need a Gromlin-sized outfit.
Or you can
Oh,
nab
shit.
some stuff off of
I didn't think about
Nori
that.
there.
All right. Maybe they have some laundry out.
Could break in and just take some of his clothing. Des.
I could break in. Easy.
You're apparently
Yeah,
good at
let's
that.
get off the dam and let's go find a place to hide out, and then we'll take it from there.
Are you ready for this, Auntie? This is big.
Well, you know, if it goes south, we just kill everyone.
Let's do some practice before.
Okay, all right. Gromlin. She like thinks really hard.
Give me a charisma check, please.
Alrighty, hold on a second. Natural 20.
Ooh.
25.
Shoot, now we've wasted it.
I just like shrink down into a little gromlin and I'm just swimming in this big Xanthi tunic and coat. Gromlin says we should raid a warehouse.
That's him.
It's perfect.
Fuck, I almost punched you.
Please don't punch Gromlin.
Now we just need some clothes.
So we'll go in there. We'll break in, strip the poor guy, take
No.
take all his clothes,
Go to his
tie
closet.
him up.
He's
Why
got
do we
clothes
need
in
to
the
strip him,
closet.
Des? That seems like an extra step that's not necessary.
I mean, Gromlin probably has more than one set of clothes.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
should
You're
really
right.
have it out for him.
Tie him up, dangle him out the window or something.
I don't think we need to do that.
Hide him in his basement.
No, none of those
Oh.
things. Just break into the bedroom and get his clothes
Yeah.
out of his closet.
Des, you're a master thief, right? Just
I can
break
break in
into
there, no problem.
Gromlin's closet.
I don't get you, Nori. Sometimes you're like, go running into every freaking crazy situation. Sometimes you're like, no, we can't. No. Like, what makes the difference between one time and the other?
Well, the difference here is the whole town is after us. I want to make sure everyone is safe.
Yeah, but yet
was just me.
yesterday you went and knocked on the door of this haunted thing when we clearly said we didn't want that to happen, and it was dangerous because there are
No, it
ghosts,
was
and we
just
know what
me.
happens with ghosts pointing to this.
I don't know what
the
happens
point-
to Des and ghosts. I wasn't
The
with
plan,
you guys.
the plan is good. We'll break into Gromlins,
And
Tie him
thing
up.
looks very selective. It just
tie him up
looks
so he
very-
can't call for help,
You
and
guys are
take
getting
his
really
clothes
angry right now.
and go straight to the
Very
warehouse.
random.
Sound good?
Whatever you said.
Sure. Let's do that.
Okay.
Lachlan, you don't think that being cautious here is the
The-
right move?
Me? I think being cautious all the time is right. In fact, I am often ridiculed for my wanting to be cautious.
You
I
don't
think
see the
of all the
difference?
people here, I'm the one who usually
pretty
carries the
cautious.
cautious fucking wagon along.
Right.
You're the one who usually kind of goes,
You don't see the
stumbling in.
difference between this and the house, the haunted.
I see a
wasn't
big
risking-
difference.
Well,
The
This
whole
is the
town
difference,
after
Nori.
us.
we did not need to go into that haunted fucking castle. We needed to take a rest. We
Some of
need to get
us-
Chiral, and getting through Raman is one of the main ways we can know of going to Chiral. So the end game is the difference. One of them was for fucking shits and giggles. This one is a risk worth taking because there is something at the other end that we need. That's the difference.
I
This
mean,
is your quest, not mine. I'm here
Right.
because of you guys.
that's true.
I want to do what you guys want to do.
Gromlin
I
is
wish
so
you guys would have
tiny.
wanted to do what I wanted to
Just
do
like
back
little
there.
kids around in this close, but
I
it's
kn-
too
I
big
know.
as you guys are having this serious talk.
Des had a really traumatic experience the last time we ran into a ghost. And
Yeah, you don't want to see
that-
one of those things.
that Des doesn't
Fuck.
want to go into a place that looks like it's got a bunch of ghosts, and I respect that. I'm totally with that because we saw what happened to Des.
I didn't go in there.
I'm 20 years old.
You tried.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Shut
Okay.
up, Spug.
Sorry.
Lachlan, I don't want to fight with you.
We're not fighting. We're having a discussion.
It feels like fighting to me.
I have one question about this plan, you guys. Okay, so we got Gromlin over here in oversized baggy clothes. And we're gonna waltz into town. Desmond, you're gonna do something
night.
at night. Okay, and then
Well, maybe we
What-
just skip Gromlin's house then.
what about
Just
me?
baggy clothes.
Like what about me and what about Lachlan and Nori? Like we're just gonna look like we look. How are we gonna pull that one on over them? Like maybe we got captured.
Oh,
That never works.
one of us. I could make myself look like Brock, and we'll be leading the rest of you, supposedly tied up,
Mm.
to the warehouse, and then when we get there, we'll jump out and surprise them and take it.
You see,
And
Spud
then-
is kind of is mimicking what you just did. Yeah,
And then we'll have all their stuff.
all of it.
We
Everything
don't even
goes,
know if we want to go in the warehouse. That's what's killing me here.
Everything goes to that warehouse. All signs point to that place. If anything, we're not going to find any answers until we go there, I don't think.
Thanks for the follow,
Well, so
Talcasia.
we should get some meat somehow
Oh, the dogs.
for the dogs and just do a little look-see first before we get too in the weeds with this plan, right?
I mean, the thing about the plans that we've come up with over the last couple weeks is they always go sideways right away. So, I mean, we can
Right.
sit here and plan everything out to the minute detail, and something weird's gonna happen.
That's
Or
true.
We could just say fuck it and run into the warehouse right now. They couldn't stop us before we get there.
Then the whole town
Let's-
will come
let-
in on us.
That's
How
not
many
the-
how many are there?
Well,
Does Des have any idea how many Black Hand guys are in town.
Do you bring all the guys from the fucking logging camp down?
You know what you could do? You could take Gromlin as, you know,
What if we just bring baggy clothes Gromlin and we'll get there a little faster?
well, I mean, I was saying you could take Gromlin as a hostage. Gromlin.
Oh yeah, naked Gromlin.
No, well, I mean,
What is it
We'll
with you
bring-
and naked Gromlin?
I don't want to be naked,
Yes.
but
Could we cobble together like?
We don't need clothes for this plan.
Can we cobble together like some kind of clothes between my clothes and Nori's clothes for Gromlin? Because what I'm thinking is this: Des, you just make yourself up to look like regular thug number 2 and put a little black hand on your hand, and then you
Easy.
and Xanthi as Gromlin go to the fucking warehouse and go in, and Gromlin just has to Sam just come in to check on the cargo.
And you all just wait in the woods.
We'll wait in
Right.
the woods. If you get in trouble, we'll charge in, you know.
We'll probably hear it.
So we could
But
just get
you go in
Gromlins,
and
right?
you take a look at what's in there and sort of what's going on, what's happening, and then we figure out if we need to go in there or if we go get Gromlin or whatever else.
So we're just straight to the warehouse then.
That's what we need to know, right? Because if we ever decide that we don't need to go in the warehouse, then we
The
might
only
not even
thing-
need to be here anymore.
The only thing that might throw it awry is if he's there already. And then we're walking up with another naked Gromlin. And, you know,
well, then how did they know who is really Gromlin?
Well, every time we've gone down, he's been at his house. So we can stop by his house. You can go, Des, you can stealth up to it, check if he's there. And if he's there, we're good.
Do you think the
We're not good.
dogs know what Gromlin smells like? Like, are they gonna get weird when? Have you ever been
I
around
think
dogs?
they just follow
Xanthi?
commands.
Gromlin was never allowed to have dogs. Ugh, this is so hard to do.
You're doing his voice pretty good there.
Gromlin will keep trying.
There, he likes to refer to himself. Like, he uses his name a lot.
We don't all
I
do that.
noticed
I've
that.
We don't all do that.
No.
never heard him use.
Des hardly
word
ever does
I.
that.
Yeah, he always says Gromlin
I'm-
does, yeah.
Right.
I meant gnomes. Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
So,
So you guys are going to make your way into town. It is late afternoon, and you're going to get into some serious shenanigans. I think this is a great time to break, so we can think about
Oh.
what is going to happen next for an entire week. I will be on the edge of my seat waiting to find out what happens. Massive shout out to this crew here playing this game. You guys are awesome. The role play has been fantastic. I love Gromlin. The Gromlin impersonation is fantastic. I don't understand why Desmond is so infatuated with naked Gromlin, but you know, maybe we'll uncover that later. I have no idea.
Everyone has a type.
That's true. Everyone does. Some of us multiple types. Hey, and thanks to all of you who've been hanging out with us, the Raiders and the new friends and old friends and everybody who hangs out with us, whether it's this game or Thursday nights or any other night when we play games or day. We appreciate you for being goofy with us, and it's just an honor to be friends with you. So I want to give something away to one of my friends tonight. We do have a giveaway from our friends at CZRPG, the Ultimate River Map Pack. Let me bring that up really quick. I'm going to show this off, remind you to enter to win as we go around and do our outros. And then stick around because we are going to raid into one of our friends here. I'm looking for a raid target right now, so we'll have that in a second. But yes, the Ultimate River Map Pack, 68 different maps with a bunch of different versions. Thank you to CZRPG for this. Exclamation mark drawing to get in on the giveaway. We're going to draw this in just a couple of minutes here, so don't miss out. And now, please, my friends, let's go around the table. Shelly, why don't you kick us off with tell us where we can find you, what's going on, and anything else you want to say?
okay. I'm Shelly. You can find me on Twitter, Real Flea Monkey, in the chats here, Flea Monkey, or go to Instagram.
There you go.
Leo is a punk rocker.
Hell yeah.
So you can see some stuff that I'm doing. You can also find me tomorrow, every Wednesday, in fact, at Tithalanos' channel, doing a little Pathfinder 2E. And
Nice.
then back here next Tuesday
For the Naked Gromlin episode.
for the Naked Gromlin.
Oof, there's gonna be a lot of people here for that. I guarantee it. Shelly, thank you so much. It's so awesome to have you in this game. You bring a lot of chaos and shenanigans, and I like where you're going with this. It's awesome. Let's jump over to Andy G3D.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D, here on Twitch and on our Discord sometimes, on Twitter, other places. But yeah, you can find me here every Tuesday night playing Desmond Des Adelar, a cursed rogue. He's only 20 years old, but he looks 40 something. He's tired. He just wants to find Sheryl already.
And then retire.
But yeah. And you can also not see me at all, but I'll be helping out producing Thursday night Lord of the Rings. Come check us out.
We'll see your handiwork on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Yep.
handiwork.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Thank you, Andy. I can't wait to see you and a bunch of other people here in the not too distant future for GuildCon up here in Duluth, Minnesota. It's going to be fun. Let's jump over to Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky, Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads. Come and check us out on our Guild Superior Facebook page or Guild Superior Discord page, where you'll also see me as Minnesota Muse. We can't wait to hang out with you.
Well said. Well said. I know that we do have a bunch of programming, new games coming up for this fall and winter that we're working on. And a lot of the folks that end up playing with us are folks that are in our Discord community. So as Ashley was saying, come on over and join the community and hang out with us, get to know us, and maybe you'll get in on some gaming with us. I think it'd be really fun. So yeah, that's where we meet a lot of people, is over on our Discord. Thanks, Ashley. Always a pleasure. I was really nervous about the changeling thing when we had originally talked about, but I'm loving every minute of it. It adds a lot of levity so far, and I think it's gonna get you into trouble. Let's be honest, but I love it. It's been great. So thank you for that. Bleak season.
Yeah, hey, I'm Bleak Season on all socials. Do come and check us out on Thursdays. Andy and I will be doing Lord of the Rings over here. It's a 5e port of the One Ring by Free League. Awesome game. And you can also find me Friday on my own channel doing some vampire, a couple games starting up this particular Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll do that for 4 weeks. And what else? Next week, we also have on Monday next week another Lord of the Rings, but a one-shot this time. A bunch of, crusty old dogs trying to defend their village. It's going to be a little one-shot with Dave here, Wiley Hobbit, a couple other great people, Wykevia and Duff. So come and check that out. I'm playing a lot of Lord of the Rings and liking it. And of course, next Tuesday right here, doing some Greyhawk.
Greyhawk. I love how Lachlan was like, dude, Nori, why are you horning in on my cautiousness? Like, stay in your lane, bro. Nori's all over the place. You can't put Nori in a box, okay?
No,
Nori's
or in a corner.
gonna Nori. Yeah, that's true too.
Cautiousness is my shtick.
Nori gonna Nori. All right, let's give away this loot. Ashley, if you wouldn't mind doing the 5-second countdown for us, please.
All right, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Here it is. 20 sides to every story. I don't know if you're still around, but you won. So I know you play a lot of games. I think you'll dig this map pack. Let us know if you're here. I will tag you here and see if you're around. Let us know. Otherwise, we'll grab someone else for the lucky giveaway.
20 sides to every giveaway.
20 sides. All right, let's try someone else. All right, here we go. We're going to roll another one. Kevin Head. A new
Nice.
friend. Are you with us still? I'm looking through to see if Kevin is still hanging out.
Yep, it says he's still in here.
Maybe he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people step away. I do it myself all the time. All right, well, you know what? Kevin Head is brand new. I think we'll connect with Kevin Head and get them this map pack. And because you know what? That's just what we're going to do. I'm going to send us over to our friends over at Dork Tales, you guys. Give them some of that good old-fashioned Guild Superior love. And we'll see you on Thursday for some more Lord of the Rings with Bleak and the crew. It's going to be fantastic. We really appreciate you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.